tired. Hold on. Oh, there's stars. She's tired. Are we not gonna do my thing? There we go. No, I'm kidding. I gotta take pills. So I don't know how long we're gonna listen to ABBA today. I was like, oh, I want to listen to ABBA. And then I was like, oh, I forgot that like ABBA, you know, there's a lot of words. And I usually don't like talking over songs with words, even though I do that with a midnight. I don't know. We'll see. We might switch. We might switch. But yeah, hello, good morning. But it's ABBA. I love ABBA. Did you know that this is my personal CD of ABBA? This isn't even like me going under the Spotify's or the iTunes. This is a CD that is ripped to my PC. Did you know? We're gonna work on re-rigging a bunch of my VTuber models, my PNG YouTuber models, because after having rigged them, an update came out that made the way the layers work a little different, and I prefer them to work that way. And I'd like to have it all done before the program actually officially releases like 1.0. So we're doing that now. You guys are doing busy work with me, basically. Y'all are doing busy work with me. The sound of it's driving me nuts. But yeah, so we're gonna re-rig the cat, but I gotta do the layers real quick. I was also hold on, let me show you. Why is this not doing what I want you to do? Oh, you are. Okay. So I was working on, this is the wrong file. Worm 5. So I was working on this worm on a string file, and as you can see, there's the scary white ghost worm over here, because I was like, oh, I want to make this customizable. So basically doing a bunch of bullshit. I did it so that you could just go like this and go into here and be like, oh, I want it to be green, and then oops, and then maybe green wasn't the right choice, but green. Okay, hold on, wait, let me use a different color. Green is too much. Let's do blue. And then you go blue, and then you do this. Excuse me, I'm so sorry for borp. I like literally am in the middle of drinking a Dr. Pepper. And then, you know, whatever. And you have a blue worm now. Wow, it's blue. Here, it's easy being green. I was having trouble getting the colors right. But like, wow, look at that. Your worm is blue now. Oh, I should set this to the microphone, actually. Microphone. Bah. So look at that. Isn't that cute? Little worm. Bah, 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 bah. And it's, you can, you know, you can make it even differenter. Let's actually try green now. I'll do like yellow. And you can have a green worm, a worm that's green. And whatever, you know, you could just mess with the colors however you feel. And I'm like, that's, you know, that's a cool feature. I like that. I like having that available to people. Ooh, my PC's lagging a little bit. That's okay. And so I was thinking, maybe, let me close this. Um, maybe I also make that available for the cat. Here, okay, my issue with that is that oh, it's not reading anything. Okay. Your emotes. Let me get the lizard open. Actually, let me fix this so it's not a pain in my ass. This has nothing to do with you. Not like I wanted to erase a message, which it bully you. I'm sorry. Go wasting your emo. Delete this. And then just open the lizard. I think people are going to want a green cat much less often than they would. Shut up. So my issue, okay, so the issue with that is, oh, hold on. Lizard. Sorry, they're both using the same thingy. Anyway, what color you want? You're right here. The tummy. Is that the cat is already available as a what's called a static PNG tuber model, which is just like my other one where it literally just like bounces and blinks when I talk, but other than that it doesn't have tracking. And then it's also available as a PNG tuber plus model, which is another thing, and then a Rocky tuber model, which is also another thing. And I don't have the ability to easily make customization an option for those methods. There's a chance a green cat could be a beast boy. That's true. Oh, another blue tea. A blue tea. So I'm like, well, do I want to do it if it's not going to be for the other thing? And I'm like, I don't know. And then it's like, because like in theory, I would want to advertise. Oh, hold on. Put this back on. In theory, I'd want to advertise like, oh, it's customizable. But then it's like, if it's not customizable in all programs, there's going to be somebody, because people are stupid, there's going to be somebody who's going to be like, even if I say customizable only in veadotube, only in, you know, the full version, there's going to be somebody who's going to be like, oh, I bought this version and I'm trying to use it in VoiceTuber and there's no customization and blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to be like, I wrote in the thing that it's not there. And they're going to, you know, be pissy and stupid because people are stupid. We've all seen dumb Amazon reviews. Amamom, maybe a dad. And so I'm like, you know. And the thing is, I need to figure this out right now at this point, because going back and redoing it, I guess I could go back and redo it, but it would be a pain in the ass. So you're saying there's a chance Green Cat could be a cease and desist? Shut up. I'm gonna bite you. So sorry for burps. I don't know, because I think it would be nice to offer it. And then in theory, I could also just make the veadotube version separate, the dynamic version separate, a separate listing. But then people are gonna buy the wrong listing and they'll be like, I thought I was getting this one, but I actually got this one. Can I have? And it's like, no, read, damn it, read before you spend money. I don't know. And it's hard. It's so hard making kitty cats online. But I don't know. I have to decide. I guess I could just. If I decided now, it would make no work for me in the future. If I decide hold on. Oh my god, my brain not working. I'm so sorry. I'm so sleepy. If I decided to make it customizable right now, and I did that, it would add a tiny bit more work for me to do right now, and I wouldn't have to do extra work in the future. If I decided to make it customizable later, it would add work for me in the future and work for the work that I need to do now later. I don't know. If you see a copyright character, they might get a season to see. That's the joke, yeah. Random green cat in the wild. I didn't yard in my head the cat on a green, at a screen being green. A green. Is this? Oh no. You know, we're not gonna do customization right now. And if I decide to do it later, I decide to do it later. But I do need the ears because this other file doesn't have ears. Control A, Control C. Come on, super. Why are we transparent? Don't be transparent. Be solid. Oh, I didn't mean to grab the happy ears. Whoopsies. Okay. And then merge selected. Ooh, that's not good. Hold on. Oh, I'm silly. Merge selected. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to do it later. Because I don't want to think about it. Maybe it's something. It says something about the difference between us and you. Think of the solution, but my brain. How can this fuck us over? Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Why are none of these files named good? Okay, hold on. Oh, the church. L. All right, I gotta go through and rename all these files, but that's fine. I watched a Batman yesterday. It was good. It was interesting. Oh, wait. I should put all this shit in a folder. Does the browse need to be separated? No. Hello? Why are all these files named to the person who presumably named the files? Listen, because I have like no angry. I have angry. I have like no good system for, because I've been like, you know, trial and erroring basically this whole time. And so yeah, R is fine. Figuring this out. So like I keep like making a system and then I'm like, wait, I don't actually like this system. I should change it to something different. And then I'm like, oh, that's smarter, more smarterer. Okay. Oh, these need to be separated. Shit. So what you're saying is this is you hardly even know. Shut up. Shut up. IR. Oh gosh. But yeah, I watched a Batman. What the fuck even is this? Oh, I meant to write lid and I wrote lod. Line. It was, we had a return of a previous villain. Petition to change the file name from angry to Maya to too many eyebrows. Too many eyebrows. So, a villain from a previous episode, her name's Stalker. I did tell you about this episode, but it wasn't that interesting. But but he wasn't that interesting. And but he came back because Seth Green was smuggling evil viruses into the country. Stock right on. I think he told us about her. Shut up. So basically this evil company, evil like villain group was like, we're gonna poison the water hole. Sorry, that's so stupid. They're like, if you don't give us $1 billion, we're gonna release a deadly virus. Oh fuck, I don't want the, never mind. We're gonna release a deadly virus we're gonna put it on the money and everyone's gonna die of virus if you don't give us $1 billion. And I think they actually did. They didn't say $1 million billion, but they did. It was in the realm of billions. And they're like, no, you're not getting that, assholes. And they were like, everyone die then. So, the Department of Homeland Security or whatever was like, hey, we hired the guy who tried to kill Batman that one time. We hired him to do it because he's really good at tracking people. And it's like, cool. Seth Green was smuggling. Yeah, he was smuggling in vial of bright green, scary, like this shade of green liquid. And it's like, yeah, that seems kind of fucked up and nasty. That kind of seems evil. That's the evil color. And he didn't do it on purpose. They like snuck it in his back. And he was like, I don't know where that came from, officer. And I'm like, okay, thank you, Seth Green. He voices a minor recurring character on the show. Oopsies. Oh, this isn't what I want it named though. I want it Smile and Frown. So Batman's like, you hired the man who tried to fucking murder me? What the heck, bitch? And they're like, he's really good at his job. They didn't say it like that. And they're like, you gotta work with him. And he's like, I don't want to. Did I have the teeth on the other one? Hold on. Hold on. I know I have the top teeth. Did I have the bottom teeth? Hold on. I gotta check. 6. Even if you share this point, you think the cops are gonna believe. I don't know where that thing in my back came from. So thankfully it was oh my god, I just realized it was pre 9/11 TSA. Although it was post, because it takes place in like 2030. Technically it's post 9/11, but it's pre everyone knew 9/11 happened TSA. Okay, yeah, it does have the bottom and the top teeth. It was like, I guess it was a flight. I don't remember. I actually wasn't paying that much attention. I think he was on a plane. Oh, I can close the lizard. I don't know why I left it open. Because yeah, that episode aired in 2000. Ooh. Right, because Return of the Joker was okay. Whoopsies. It was supposed to be 9/11, didn't happen in that timeline, given the fucking Superman is in that. That's true. That's true. Superman stopped 9/11 in the DCAU. Hell yeah, I love that. Well, here's the thing: there are episodes that, or there are shows that take place post 9/11, like post in the real world 9/11 happening. So I'm terribly no, because they. We'll see. Anyway. What is this? What is this thingy? Don't look at that. Oh, okay. So do I want this to be separated? Oh, okay, hold on. And say there's a possibility this is I'm saying I don't know if the episodes they aired post 9/11, but I don't know if they in universe take place post 9/11 because the DCAU has an ambiguous timeline, and Batman's supposed to be like in the 1940s technically. So, and he appears in the episodes that I'm talking about. So it's possible that those moments were not in the year. So the Superman wasn't 9/11 hadn't maybe happened yet in universe. That's what I'm saying. But he probably did so. Anyway. So you mentioned that ransom demand was a huge amount of money, but what makes sense the future? That's true. It was like 100 billion. They call them creds because it's like future time. It's like, oh, we don't use dollars, we use creds. Do I not have a symmetry ruler? It's okay, I'll make my own. Fine then, I'll do it myself. So the guy, his name is Stalker, or his villain name is Stalker. And he's like, I am gonna help you find the bad guy. And he's like, you hunted me like an animal. And he's like, it is how it is. Basically, he's like, and they're like, oh, he's good at his job, man. So he's like, okay. And so they're like working together, and they thankfully don't do too much of that, like, oh, I'm working with my enemy, and now I'm throwing a hissy fit about it thing. They do it like once, but it's thankfully like not like too much, because you know how like fucking shows do that all the time where they're like, oh, I have to work with my enemy, and now we're getting in each other's way instead of stopping the villain. And it's like, bro, come on, do your fucking job. Just do your actual regular job, my guy. So thankfully they didn't do that too much. They did like once or twice. Let me get my pen out. So they go, so it turns out the TSA guy was actually, this isn't plugged in. A new Batman villain, and guess what his name is? Why was this not here? Oh, I know why. And guess what his ability is? It makes even more sense than the existence of Superman Predator 9/11. A lot of people who have planned, who would have planned, would be like, yeah, not gonna even try. Superman's gonna stop that shit immediately. Yeah, a TS agent. Yeah, that's him. No, it's a new Batman. He can detect metal. Shut up. He's That's so funny because they like literally made that joke in a different episode. Anyway, slash Jen, not like being sarcastic. Why does this delete this? Go to hell. Oh, he looks so weird without your top lip. He looks so weird without your top lip, honey. So it's a villain who can smush his face around like clay to make it look like a new face. And he's all fucked up and he's deformed when he's not. Deformed seems rude, but that is what he looks like. When he's not got his regular face on. Guess what his name is? It's false face. It's not Clayface. I thought it was Clayface and I got so excited. I was like, oh, Clayface lives into the future and he's still doing crimes? Good for him. I got so excited, and then it turned out it wasn't. It was just some guy named Falseface. Chin open. It'd definitely be used for someone who has the power to detect metal. This seems like it would be undervalued in a lot of situations. That's true. This is metal detector Larry. He's good at his job. Yeah, so I still want this to be like this. And then chin. So, and I was like, does Batman not have enough villains with face names? You got Clayface, you got Two-Face, you got False Face now. I think that's enough faces, personally. I mean, yeah, Clayface was already taking false face. Needed to find a new non infringing villain name. I feel like he could have just been like Clayface, and they would have been like, "Oh, Clayface! It's Clayface again!" And it's like, "Oh no, it's not that guy. It's just like another guy whose face is clay-like." Color. Where's this folder? Oh, the ears. Okay. Oh, I have to put these back on. So he was disguising himself as the TSA agent. He was like, ears happy. Oops, that's not how you spell ears. Happy. So he stole the goo from, or he was like, "Hey, you can't have this goo. This is illegal goo." And Seth Green was like, "I'm so sorry, sir. I thought I had regular goo." I went to the bathroom and somebody was just slipping in my back, and he's like, "You let it out of your sight." He's like, "I'm sorry, sir. I had to piss." And he's like, "That job this time." But it's like, I don't know why he's hassling him, because he's like trying to steal the goo. Like, why? You're like, "Ah, well, I'll take it this time, son." And then it's like, it rubs my fly hands together. Got it. I don't know. Why does he bother Nelson? Actually, in hindsight, that's crazy. To be honest, it's a pretty funny joke for them to make it. To be honest, if one of the villains was getting shit for their name, Big Dem, and they was like, "Look, all the good villains have already taken decades ago." Honestly, I'd love to see that. But they've got that like established kind of already, because they have the Jokers and yeah, the Jokers. So they've already got like you know, copycat villains. So I don't see why a second Clayface. Maybe because they didn't want people to actually think it could have been real original recipe Clayface. Which, you know what? That's so fair. That is so fair. Okay, I think that's everything. Okay, and then let me save this file once again, and I'll have like 30 of these fucking files. Fat cat. Chubby black cat. Yeah, chubby black cat. Merged. Here, and we'll change this. Oh no, I'm doing file management. Old. Yeah. Save. No, it doesn't. I renamed it. Chubby black cat. So the reason is it's not real Clayface, it's false Clayface. False face. Wait, that's probably what they thought, what they were thinking. It's then, you know what? That is probably what happened. So Batman and Stalker chase the guys around, and then they find out that it's this villain group called Cobra that I did that appear in an episode previously, because I was like, "Oh, I recognize that outfit," and then I was like, "Wait, do I?" And it's Cobra with a K. Batman Beyond Cobra. And they're like a gang, and they wear snake costumes. Cobra is a secret reptile worshipping terrorist organization with aspirations for world domination. Every member of Cobra dresses like a snake and most splice their genes with snake DNA. Okay. Little is known about the origin. Where did they first appear? Oh, okay, so they first appeared in this episode. Okay, so maybe I just saw their outfits at some other point. Initially drawing out the S in snake for costumes for this. I just be doing that. I just be saying my S's a long time. How big is this file? 2000 by... Do I want to save this big, or do I want to make it smaller? What do you think, little kitty with your many eyebrows? What do you think I should do? I'm just gonna leave it big. Oh, this can go to hell. Be gone from me. Okay. So, oh god. Okay, hold on. Let me put everything in a folder. So basically what I have to do is I got to replace all of these layers with the layers from the other file, because I don't know if you can see right now. Do you see how when I select like the arm layer, instead of it being centered around the arm, it takes up the entire canvas? Like this whole box is the whole thing. I want that. I want it to only be around the arm. So I need to swap these out, but it's not so easy because of the way it works, where it's like coordinates and things. It's like a whole thing. And it makes sense, but it's also a little bit of a... Did I not put... Oh, I'm silly. I just gotta put these all in a folder. And so rather than redoing all of this part, I'm gonna try and make this easier on myself, but we'll see how that works. Old layers. Hopefully this isn't a huge pain in the ass. Hopefully. Sorry, I'm vibing. So they find the guy, they like have one of those moments where it's like, your way of doing things is good and so is mine. And so they go and they find the guy, and then they're like, we got your goo, don't worry, the goo is gotten, we got the goo. And then it's like, but actually we infected False Face with the virus, so he gets away and he's gonna go make everyone hella sick. And they're like, gasp. But they're like, but he has False Face, how will we find him? And Soccer's like, I'll find him, don't worry. So, cause like he's like, that's literally my whole shit, dude. That's my whole shit. I find people. I'm Stalker. So, Stalker threw. He called it a grenade. He threw like a minor explosive like smoke bomb thing at him. And it did like knock him over, but it didn't it didn't like blow him up. And he's like, oh, I can see him, like, because he has like cybernetic implants that lets him stalker better. And he's like, how did you see Batman's like, how did you see him? And he's like, I threw my grenade at him and it marked him. And it's like, you threw a grenade at him? And so they chase him down, they find him, and he's like, they like punch him and his face goes all putty like, and it's kind of cool. And then he tases Stalker, and Stalker has a robot spine, and so it like fucks up his spine. And I was like, why don't you have like a plan for that? Because it seems like of all the things that people would have to like dispatch an enemy, a taser would be like amongst them. Like, you know, it's not always legal to carry a blade. It's not always legal to carry, I guess if it's not legal to carry a blade, you're probably not allowed to carry a knife either. Is this lagging really bad? Oh, my thingy's not the right size. Minor explosive and playing the existence of adult explosive. Shut up. Okay, but you see how like now when I select it, the little box goes around this? Oh, no, you can't. Hold on. Sorry. You see how the box goes around this? You couldn't see it before either, could you? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. It's too late. So, you go on here. You go on here. This doesn't need to be in a folder anymore. Hold on, I'm thinking. Hello? Oh, okay, I just hit the button wrong. So hold on, I gotta look at my other my other layers real quick. So they go catch him, and he's like, I protect you, Batman, don't worry. And False Face knocks over, or he beats up Batman, and then Stalker's like, I save you, don't worry. It's fucking rad as hell. I got you, bro. And okay. Okay, I see. Hello? Can I my program frozen? No? Hello? Let me make it small. Why not working for this one? All right, hold on. Let me save this and reopen it. So they go find him, and then they're like, "You've got disease," and he's like, "Nah." And they're like, "No, for real, you're big and diseased," and he's like, "No." And then he starts coughing and has disease, and he's like, "No, how could Cobra have done this to me? I was so loyal. I was such a good dude." And they're all like, "Yeah, not so much." And so they save the day. Yeah, good job. And then it just like ends weirdly. Like they don't like talk about like, oh, like 'cause the whole time I'm watching it, they're like, oh, he's got the disease in him. And I'm like, is it like I'm you know, because I'm post-COVID time, I'm like, is it contagious? Are they gonna die? Like what? I'm nervous for them. Why is this not? Oh, because this is clipped. Unclip yourself, bitch. There we go. Oh, because this isn't clipped. Okay, hold on. Clip. Damn. Okay. So, but yeah, so that's how it ended. It was pretty good. This is a pretty good episode. If I do say so myself, I say so. Where's the blinking? Not too bad. And it was cool to get Stalker back. Because that guy, his episode was just okay. Did I separate them for both? Yes, okay. But yeah, that was my Batman episode. It was okay. Okay, so mouth open. Okay. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, let me get rid of all of this. Hide. Ah, it does the thing. But yeah, that's what happened with my episode of Batman. And also, I got behind on listening to my podcasts. So come on, do the thing. Sometimes the little nodes go away, and if you like zoom in and zoom out while they're off screen, it fixes. It was in the last minute betrayal. No, they had like sort of teased like, oh, there might be, and it's like, no, he saved Batman. He's good. Interesting character development for a 90s cartoon. Now he did say, because Batman was like, he was like, oh, you know, thanks for saving me, or you know, thanks for looking out for me. And Stalker goes, when you die, it will be at my hands. And he's like, thanks. It's like, yeah, okay. So he's like, he's a good guy. He did do his job. He did, because I thought there was going to be a double cross, and I was like, oh, that's so boring. But they didn't. They were like, nah, he's good. They're like, nah, he's gonna do his job correctly, and he's not gonna be an asshole this episode. Maybe in the future he could be an asshole, but not today. And I was like, all right, nice going with that. Because I was like, I was so ready to just be like, oh, okay, he's evil now. Wow, what a shocking turn of events. Oh, I gotta do the ears. Sad ears go away, angry ears go away, happy ears are there. Frown mouth go away, happy mouth. Oh, and I gotta do the brows too. Shit, hold on. Where the brows at? Big on. Shit, I'm on the wrong one. Oh yeah, that's right. Happy. It's a pretty good episode. Pretty good. Why is sad? Oh, because I didn't do the ears yet. Okay, hold on. I gotta do the ears. Everything's all spread out everywhere. Frown, smile. I can just close these for now. This is sad ears, angry, happy. And this is angry, so angry ears on. And frown mouth on, happy mouth off. Yeah. Oh. Where's the cheekies? The cheekies are off. On. Are they on for sad? Actually, no, they're not. Never mind. Ignore me. There we go. They're on for angry. Meow. It's a kitty. It's a kitty. Okay. So, but yeah, so that was that one. And then the next one is going to be called... Oh, I didn't watch the episode. I don't know what the next one is. We shall see. We shall see. But yeah, I'm going to get to watch it. I get to watch my podcast. And then, after that, I get to watch it and I'm excited. Okay. Sorry. I wanted to default it onto happy. Happy kitty. So now what I've got to do is right now, all of this, which I need to move, I need to get it off of the center. Shut up. Because all my stuff is going to spawn there. I need to get all of these because like all of this is attached to like happy ear L, chin, tail, blah, 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 blah. I need to get that all attached to, it's attached to these old layers. I need it to do onto these new layers, but I actually have to put all the fucking centers on everyone. So that's going to be a minute. To be fair, this is like one of my more complicated models. So it's just going to be a minute, but it is what it is. Oh, you can see the old cat in the middle. That's so funny. That's so funny. Where's the feet? Why are the feet up so high? There we go. Oh, that, but can I want to invert the positioning on these. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. The pin positioning. I hate that it makes like a big scary number. Don't make a big scary number. I forgot how annoying this part is. Right, there we go. That. Yeah, so that was Batman, and then did I talk about, oh Paula, I did start reading that book you recommended, by the way. I'm kind of not liking the main character so far, but I haven't gotten too far, so I'm not gonna judge too harshly yet. Oh yeah. Does what is it, 4,815,162,342. Yeah. Did you not feed Kitty? His stomach look empty. He's hungry. He hungry. Okay, so if I do, okay, but if I do this, no, it's gonna still be a pain in the butt. Why is it not? Oh, never mind. It's fine. Oh, but then I could just do this. Nope. Then I could just do this. Yeah. She's flawed, but I think she'll grow on you. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not like, oh, sorry, I'm doing a big stretch. I'm not like super deep, so I'm not trying to be immediately like, this character suck. But I'm like, I'm kind of not digging you right now. But that happens. Wow, so my book recommendation just get ignored, but you've already read Polytrype Favoritism. Chef. Been a minute since I read it. I might restart it. Yeah. Did I tell you guys about The Woman in Cabin 10 that I read? The other book that I read? Am I gonna do Squash and Scratch? It doesn't matter. Although yeah, it does actually. Hold on, sorry, I'm thinking. Yeah, no, I was right. Oh, but I didn't. Is this mystery novel set on a boat? On a boat? I feel like I didn't talk about it because it like I want to complain. I want to complain about it. My book rec also has flawed characters who grows on you. Put it in the channel. Put it in the channel. I'll read it. Okay, there we go. But it's about the fucking, oh my god, it irritated me so much. This does not need. You be smaller. There we go. I need more screen space. So this lady, she her house gets broken into, which is terrible. And she's like, oh, I'm going on a boat trip. But she like, hold on, I gotta hide the little pause. She's like, so it like stresses her out. So then she goes on a boat trip, and on the boat trip she thinks she sees someone get murdered. And she's just so annoying. She like sucks, and I hate her. Especially since she's like, I don't know, she sucked. I've already finished it and I gave it 2 stars. Shitty book, shitty bad book. No, this is right. Sorry, I got confused for a second. But she's just like a sucky person, and she's like, because she got burglarized, she's like really nervous. She like keeps like, you know, she's having like nightmares, and she's blah blah blah, and she's like on the verge of having panic attacks. And when she's also, this was turned into a Netflix series, which I'm kind of curious to see, but also I like hated the book so much that I'm like, maybe the series will be just as bad. Or maybe it was a movie, I don't know, it turned into a Netflix something or other. So she's like all, you know, getting scared and stuff, which to be expected. And then she's like, no, I'm not going to be one of those people. And it's like one of those people who has a reasonable reaction to, you know, having been traumatized. And it's like, it's very, I hate that, like, I refuse to be a victim, like, mentality that people have, where it's like, okay, first of all, okay, sorry. For a second, I was like, Abba, but I didn't recognize the song right away. I'm so used to the lady, so I was like, a man. I just hate that whole like I refuse to be a victim fucking bullshit, because it's like, you were burglared. She keeps saying she was burgled, and I hate that. I think that sounds so stupid. Like, yes, is that completely accurate to what happened? You were burgled, yes, but it sounds like you got burgered, and I hate it. Say you were robbed, bitch. So but she's like, I refuse to be a victim, and it's like, you literally had your house broken into and your property stolen. You are a victim. You are a victim of a crime. And I know it's supposed to be like, I refuse to be a victim, as in like, I refuse to be one of those crying people who gets upset that a bad thing happened to me. And it's like, wow, you're so strong the way you push down your emotions and don't feel them. That's so strong and powerful of you. You're such a girl boss, honey. Yes, queen fucking slay. It makes, like, I hate it. I think it's so pathetic, actually. Like, I actually find people who do that more, like, fucking just, like, pitiful, and I look at them with disgust more than people who, like, oh no, I had a horrible experience and now I'm really scared all the time. It's like, yeah, that's so stupid fucking reasonable of you. I completely agree, as you should. I hope you can, you know, work through that and get to a place that you're better and not having to deal with that so much so that your life can get back on track. But I absolutely not for a second do I blame you for, like, being traumatized by your traumatic experience. Like, I don't know, I always found it so off-putting. So she's like, I refuse to be a victim. I refuse to be scared of the scary thing that happened to me. And it's like, whatever. Yeah, I was about to say burgled sounds like it should be the prefix to yeah, and, like, I realized that, like, that's why the Hamburglar is called a Hamburglar, because he's burgling hams, or he's burgling burgers. Like, that's the whole joke. But to me, it just sounds like you're being hamburgered. Like, say robbed. I don't know. This book was British, which is fine. That's not the problem. But maybe, like, in England, saying burgled is less evocative of hamburgers. I don't know. She's burgling steamed hams. So she's a journalist, and she's going on this, like, luxury cruise, maiden voyage of this luxury cruise. It's not a cruise ship, but it's like a. Okay, so there was, like, a moment where she was like, oh, this boat's so tiny, it's so small, it's only like it's more like a big yacht than a luxury cruise liner thingy. And I'm like, aren't yachts really big? Like, I don't know nothing about no boats, but I think yachts are these interesting. I was like, aren't yachts, like, big? I thought the yachts were big. I thought that was kind of the point, is that they were a big ass boat. And I was just like, this book thinks I know more about boats than I do. And it's not necessarily a critique of the book, but I was just like, are yachts not big? Like, maybe I just don't know boats. In fact, I know for a fact I don't know boats, and I was just like, I thought boats were boats. The hand robber doesn't have the same catchiness. It's true. But just, like, I don't know. So she's like, I'm on this tiny, gigantic boat. I'm like, okay, whatever. And so it's and, like, the whole thing about her having been burglared, and they also hint at the fact that she takes some sort of medication, or they specifically state she takes medication, but they don't I want to turn the head on transparent style. They tell us that she takes medication, but they don't tell us what for. So there's, like, this whole hint of, like, maybe she takes antipsychotics, maybe she's crazy. And I'm gonna spoil a little bit. No, it's not antipsychotics or anything like that. Which, even if it was, that doesn't make her, you know, thing any less valid. But it was like, you know how, like, fucking media is like, we'll make the person who has, you know, a history of mental health problems, we'll make them look crazy for the plot, you know, that shit. And they actually do this in that, which is annoying. I'm like, you guys suck and I hate you. Individual writer. It sounds like it might be the claim of a super rich person trying to be relatable. Like, no, I'm just like, you guys, I only have a small yacht. I think the difference in yacht is big, or cruise ships are fucking massive. Yeah, well, because I can't remember because I already returned it, because I was like, fuck this. They did say it was supposed to be like she knew going in it wasn't a cruise ship. She knew it was going to be, like, I don't know. But it was just like, yeah, it just gave this, like, I don't know much about yachts. Yeah, like, I don't know anything about boats or boat sizes. I don't know if I've ever even personally seen an actual yacht ever, like, in person. I've seen pictures and stuff. I did look up yacht size and it came up with, like, 3 different sizes, and I'm like, that's not helpful, because I'm like trying to like, okay, how big is this boat? Like I'm trying to picture it because I'm one of those people who like has a movie in my head when I'm watching or when I'm reading, and so I'm like, okay, how big is this fucking boat then? And she's like, it's kind of tiny, and I'm like, okay, but aren't there like 12 people going on this plus a whole crew, and there's like I don't know, and I'm just like, I don't know how big this fucking boat is. It's driving me nuts. So she's having like, you know, fear the days leading up to her going on to the boat, and she's like having trouble sleeping because she's scared, which is reasonable. And so she ends up going on the yacht, the boat, whatever the fuck it is, and so she thinks on like her first night or something, she thinks she wakes up to hear a scream. Well, no, okay, here's the thing. She wakes up and she's like, why am I thinking of a scream? So she doesn't say, I heard a scream. She says, I was thinking of screams, but I don't know. And then she's like, then I heard the sound of the boat has verandas on them, which I guess is like not common for boats. I don't know. I don't go on boats, because she like makes a point of being like, a veranda on a boat, that's strange. And I'm like, is it? I don't know nothing about no boats. I've never been on a boat that has been out to sea. I don't know nothing about boats. So, I cannot say it enough, book. I don't understand boats. So, and so she's like, oh, I heard the veranda door open on the cabin next door to mine. Why is this not? And so she goes, and then she's like, I heard a splash. And it's like, oh no. And she's like, oh no, somebody went overboard. And then she went and checked, and there was blood on the partition between the two cabins. And she's like, gasp. So she calls the boat police, the security on the boat, and they're like, oh, that's so scary. We should find out who did that. and it's like a whole thing, and they like take her all around the boat, and it makes the boat seem a lot bigger than the boat sounded before, because there's a lot of the boat, and I'm like, this seems like a bigger boat than you were describing, ma'am. And so it is, how big is the yacht gives me 40 to 70 feet long, and how big is a cruise ship says over 1,000 feet long. So yeah, pretty big difference. Yeah, well, she calls it like a big, she's like, oh, it's less like a thing and more like a big yacht. And I'm like, I don't know what size a regular size yacht is. So big yacht doesn't help at all. So they like go to try to find the person. I'm trying not to spoil it too much. And I don't know, it's like a whole thing, and they're like, she might be crazy. And oh my god, I just realized there's an essay in that book. Oh my god, sorry, I just remembered, because like there's a guy and he essays her for, oh, he grabs her boob, so it's not I think that still counts as essay, right? That still counts. But it's just like, I don't know. Everyone on this book sucks, and I hate them. Also, I should clarify, everyone on the boat is a journalist of some kind. They're either like a photographer or I don't really need both of these, but that's fine. Or a writer or whatever. Like they all have jobs in journalism, right? And I'm just like, okay, I know this book is a murder mystery because I specifically picked it for being a murder mystery. Like that's what it was tagged with, and I needed it for my my genre challenge thing. So it's like, I know that this book is a murder mystery, and then I'm like sitting there reading this, and I'm like, who the fuck commits murder on a boat full of journalists? I'm like, Wait a minute, hold on. You all are journalists and you all know each other as a journalist because you all were invited because you're journalists because they're trying to like advertise for this boat. Why are you committing a murder on a boat full of people whose jobs it is to report on things and be fucking snoops? Like that seems unwise. Murder somewhere else. Murder at a hotel with less journalists. I don't know. Dear Diary, I wasn't able to get Sarah to say Yahtzee. I'll try again later. Wait, did I read? Wait, I didn't even read it. I'm sorry, Paula. I think it doesn't work if you don't read out all the words. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Paula. So giving murder advice, giving murder butts. Yeah, murder advice, but come on. It should have been butt advice. It seemed so stupid because it was like, oh, a murder happened. And there was like a question as to whether a murder actually happened. So there was like a few moments where it was like, oh, maybe it didn't. Blah, 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 blah. But then it's like, yeah, murder did happen. And I'm like, why did you do? And like, I don't want to spoil it, but when we find out who was the one who did it, it's like, you definitely knew this boat was full of journalists. Why did you do this here? Like, I don't understand. Other than like being like, my only guess would be it's like, oh, I think I'm so smart that I could get away with it and I'll have all the journalists be my alibi. But it's like, that's stupid. That's stupid and I hate it. Sorry. Sorry, I stopped to listen to the music for a second. Oopsies. And then like the book was so boring because the main character was like I said, so first she was like, I heard a scream, and they're like, oh my god, that's so scary, we got to figure out where that scream came from. And then it's like she doesn't say she heard a scream. I'm sorry, I keep misspeaking. She says, I heard a sound, which I think was a scream, or no, she doesn't. I'm sorry. She says, I heard the door open, the terrace door open on the cabin next door. I heard a splash, like a big splash, like something falling into the water. And then I heard, then I went over there and I saw, a smear of blood on the partition. And then later, when she's describing all her shits, she's like, I heard her scream. And it's like, no, you didn't. And I literally went back to the section where she says she woke up to read it again, to be like, did she say she heard a scream? I'm like, I'm pretty sure she didn't even like say that to herself in her own thoughts. And no, she didn't. She said, I thought of a scream. Why am I thinking of a scream? So she had the like sense of a dream, but she at no point had said, even to her own little self brain, like, a scream. Yes. Sorry. That was so good. And then she's like, no, I know I heard a scream. I know I heard a scream. It's like, no, you didn't. Like, why? It's one thing to lie to all these other people in the boat, but you said yourself to your own brain, to your own thoughts, no, you did not hear a scream. So, like, why are you saying you heard a scream? You didn't hear a scream, you fucking lying bitch. Oh my god, this fucking song's so good. As character decided to become an unreliable narrator in her own. Yeah, like you did not hear a scream, you fucking liar. And she's like, no, I know what I heard. I heard her scream. It's like, no, you didn't. So I'm going to give you a little bit of spoiler. There was in fact a scream, but she never said she heard it until after people didn't believe her. So it doesn't count. That doesn't count, and you're a liar still, and I hate you. And she's just, I don't know, she's just so annoying. Like when she first, I'm jumping back a little bit, but when she first was talking to the police about her apartment getting burglared. Burgered. The police were like, okay, so because the burglar stole her purse, and they're like, okay, what was in your purse? What was in there? And she was like, oh, my wallet, my phone, my some pills. And they're like, oh, what kind of pills? And she's like, what do you need to know? Why am I getting the third degree? I'm the one who's been, had the crime committed against me. What I was like, and it's like, bitch, fucking, because it's cop's job. The one fucking thing that they do is ask questions. That's basically all they fucking do. He's asking because he needs to fucking know so he can, one, identify your purse if he fucking finds it, and two, if your drugs have street value, then if they go, oh, I found on the fucking street, oh, I know that there's like a Percocet, fuck, it's British, I don't know if they do Percocet over there, if they call it something else, but she takes Percocet because she had a back injury, whatever, and then they're on the streets, and oh, we know that there's this ring of Percocet fucking dealers or whatever. And we'll check out that area to see, and oh, we found some, and it turns out that there was a lady's purse and a phone just like the lady who got robbed. Oh, maybe we can return this to her. Like, are you stupid? Like, are you fucking stupid, lady? And then the cop basically says, oh yeah, because drugs have street value, stupid. I mean, he doesn't say that to her, but he should have. And she's like, I don't like that I got asked questions. And it's like, then why did you call the police? Because that's all they're gonna do, you fucking moron. Oh my god, it aggravated me so much. Like, ACAB, but also, like, I'm not stupid. And I know what cops do. And it's basically nothing but ask you questions. So I don't know why you're acting fucking surprised. Oh my god, it drove... Oh, this is one of Abba's new songs. Oh. Sorry. It makes me so happy. But yeah, she just was so like stupid, like just the stupid fucking like dumbass idiot behavior. And I'm like, why are you fucking dumb as hell? And so she's just like aggravating me. So like the whole time she's like going through this thing, I'm like, I hate you and I hope bad things happen. You're stuck, actually. Hello police, yes, a crime was committed, I want you to solve it without any additional information, thanks. Yeah, like for real, like they're not gonna solve it anyway because they're cops and they're bad at their jobs, but like well, I don't know what you expected them to do, like genuinely. Like she gets so defensive and it's just like, and like the pills she's taking aren't even like I said, they're not antipsychotics, because that's what the thing is. Like, oh, she refused to tell the police what pills she was taking, and so we're meant to believe like, oh, she's all sleep deprived and she's been burglared and she's burgered. I can't even say it. Burgled. And she's this and that. Maybe she's crazy and there was no murder. It's like literally the tags on Goodreads are murder mystery. I'm not stupid. You can't trick me. I don't know, maybe I guess people still go to bookstores and maybe but like, would this not be in the crime and murder mystery section of the bookstore? I don't know. Like, people still get books traditionally and they don't have, the Goodreads every time they pick up a book. But I don't know, it just like drove me fucking bonkers bananas. She was just so stupid. Oh, I should hold on. I have multiple things that I need to be attached to the body, so I should do that now. You. Oh, Abba fills me with so many feelings. Abba filled me with so many feelings. But yeah, she's just a dumb fucking idiot. And so like the whole time that she's like, no, I know that was a murder. I know. I fucking know. I'm like, I don't even care. Like, I don't actually care that any of these people are dead because you guys all kind of suck a little bit. It's fine. It's okay that someone's dead. You're all annoying and I hate you. Me. Where's the belly? Where's the body? Oh, here. Okay. And then and like the book didn't even start getting interesting until like 75% of the way through, which is a bad place for your book to start getting interesting. And honestly, I might have actually DNF'd it if it wasn't for the fact that I was literally reading it for a challenge. Did I do this wrong? Oh no, I did it right. Okay. This is attached to body. Belly is attached to body. Ears need to be attached to head. But yeah. I don't know. The whole thing was just stupid and annoying and convoluted. And I'm mad at everyone involved. But yeah, now I kind of want to watch the Netflix show, but I'm also like, do I want to watch the Netflix show? Excuse me. I'm sorry for a burp. Yeah, I'll do this. Eyes closed. Cheeky, cheeky. Big tear, big tear. Wait, why is that working? You know, we'll do the little tears too, and then I'll figure out later if I want it to be different. Oopsies, no. Pin 1, please. And then attach to head. Why is the turning working? Did I already do a thing on the body? Or is it just confused because there's 2 body layers? Also, my foot's not right. Foot L. Foot R. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Given that the typical complaint about a book adaptation movie show is that it wasn't as good as the book, and given that you didn't like the book, I'd say you might be best off skipping the adaptation. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But I feel like perhaps in perhaps there's the slightest possibility that they like smooth over the edges of this character who was just like so fucking insufferable. But I'm also like not like dying to see it. Unlike the person who died, lol, whatever. Sorry, it's so stupid. This is attached. This is attached to. Yeah, we'll attach all of this to open mouth, bottom lip. Yeah. This is attached. Nose is attached. Okay. So then all of this needs to be attached to the sclera. And then all of this needs to be attached to this sclera. And then these need to be attached. Hold on, I'll talk about normal stuff again. Hold on. These need to be attached to this, people. Okay. Oh, my fingy hurts. I'm thinking of getting an ergonomic mouse for my little hand, because my little hand always hurts. Oh, and these need to be attached to their appropriate arms. So yeah, I read that and I gave it 2 stars. Annoying character. And part of me is like, do I just like not enjoy? Huh? Do I just like not enjoy like British people? No, I fucked up. Oh, that explains why. It's okay. It's okay. I can fix this. I can fix this. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. I attached these to the wrong thing. Okay, maybe I didn't. Wait, hold on. I can fix this by making my life easier by doing this. Hold on, we're gonna skip this song because it's a Christmas song. We're gonna skip this Christmas song. This is my favorite ABBA song ever. Do I want to do this? Hold on, we're gonna save real quick. No, it's okay. None. Okay. Let me make sure everything is attached to the right part. Nope. Okay, cool. That's okay. Everything's fine. So, do you just not enjoy British people bag? I know, because I was like, because this is the third murder mystery that I've read that has been taking place in the UK or been, you know, by British people and stuff. Yeah, it was always British people, specifically, not just or English people specifically, not necessarily just British. And I was like, do I just like not like the way the British write murder mysteries? Because every time I've not liked it. Okay, and this is good, and this is good, and this is okay. So I was attaching some of these to the old layers because I forgot to rename them, or I screwed up. But I think this is all fixed now. Okay, these aren't though, but that's okay. Because like 3 so far I have read, and all 3 I've been like, I hate this. Okay, so the first one, I thought the book was boring. I didn't necessarily hate the characters. I just thought they were boring. I thought the whole book was boring. The second one, I thought the characters sucked. And then the third one, which is the most recent one, that I'm complaining about, I also thought the characters sucked. And I'm like, do I just like not like the way that like the writing is in British murder mysteries? Sorry. So I don't know. Here's the thing, right? I like mystery. Like as a child, I watched Scooby Doo's, and as a teenager, and then as an adult, I watched Case Closed / Detective Conan. So it's like I love a little episodic murder mystery shenanigans. I love that shit. That's why I keep trying to read these fucking books. But it's like, I don't know, man. You gotta make the characters not the most insufferable people. Maybe I just need to start reading like novellas or something instead of full length novels, because it's like, 1, I have to deal with these people, and 2, I have to deal with them forever. And it's like, shit, if I could get through these in like one afternoon, maybe I need to switch to cozy mysteries or something. I don't know. I mean, at this point, in practical uses, British is basically just English, because anyone who is technically British but not English, you're a real thin ice calling them British. Nah, I call them British anyway. They can be mad at me. I don't care. But it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I need a mystery novel that's like a Scooby-Doo episode. That's what I need. That's what I need. Okay, so now we can actually start doing the ringing. Where's... What am I doing? Oh my god, I have so many things. Squash and stretch. Rotate. Squash and stretch again. Also, I did it in radians. Oh my god, I'm a silly goose. Sorry, I'm vibing again. I can't dance with this model. Oh, I've been crying this whole time. Sorry. Just a funny feeling. Okay. There. Wait, no, there. Sorry, there's people outside making noises. There we go. Look at the kitty go. Oh, I can do this. Oh, and then can I do this with the thighs so the thighs don't do that? Yeah. And so the thighs stay. And so it's like weeble wobble, weeble wobble, weeble wobble. Weeble wobble. I love that. Okay. And then can I do that with the arms too? Oh, we're lagging a little bit. Oh, let me set my thingy to my one monitor so it's not a pain in the butt. Yeah, look at that. Oh, and I can do that with the bell too. I didn't know to do this before. So now like gravity looks like it's happening. I think there's like construction going on. Like home construction going on in a house around here somewhere. And there's like just like occasionally like the sound of a big piece of metal slamming into something else. And I'm just like, hello? There. I suppose we should shower before work starts rolling out. Enjoy your shower, baby. I hope work goes quickly. I don't know if I want that much scaling. I'm not sure if the Welsh take on Britain. Don't know much about that, but I do know that you're on thin ice. I call you a Scottish person, British, even thinner ice on a Northern Irish person, British. And you stop through the ice in freezing water, calling an Irish person. Oh yeah, I would never call any Irish people because I always forget which part of Ireland it is that is and is not part of GB, and I'm like, I'm just gonna avoid that one. I'm gonna avoid that one. Because I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Because like one of those is objectively wrong, and so I'll just play it cool, and not even put myself in that situation. I don't know if I like how I do want the squash and stretch on the arm, squash and a stretch on the arms, but I'm kind of it's a little too. I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it. We'll leave it for now. We'll leave it for now. And we'll do it to the feet too. So that they kind of wiggle. Oh, we'll add it to the thighs too. Why not? Yeah, so there's just like a little wiggle because it's a big fat kitty. You're a big fat kitty. You got all your fatness happening. I love you, kitty. Yeah, your big belly move around. You're just a baby. You're just a little baby kitty. Okay, so this I do because I don't want the rotation. Yeah, I just wanted to bounce up and down. Well, yeah, I don't know. These British people are annoying me. Oh yeah, I don't like. I mean, I don't want to completely write off like the Brits. I don't want to be like none of them could write good murder mysteries. I think I've been unfortunate to find a handful that are really fucking annoying. Are we not gonna do a thing? Okay, the little ones are going, but the big ones. You see how? You see how? Stop blinking. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the blinker off. Do you see how like it's kind of like changing size? It's like jittering a little bit. The big one's not for some reason. Did I do this wrong? Oh, yep. I sure did. Where's Y? Okay, I fixed it. Never mind. Oh, shoot. But I did it wrong. Hold on. 0, 0, 2. Okay, there we go. It's all good. We're good. We're good. What are your opinion on Sherlock Holmes, the classic murder mysteries? I haven't read them. Because I'm like, at this point, and I know he's like, I guess not all of them are murder, but some of them are, yeah. At this point, I'm kind of like, I feel like they're going to be the same thing. I think they're going to just be annoying, like, well-off people being assholes for no reason. And it's like, I don't want to deal with that. So I'm not saying I'll never read them, Jesus, but I am like, kind of like, I don't know about that right now. It's not a no, but it's not right this moment. I did try to read one a long time ago back in school, but I think it wasn't hitting for me, but I think that was because I was younger. The tail is being crazy. Look at it. I think I need to change that. Oh, no, it's fine. Oh, I put 2 squatches and stretches on it. That's why. Okay, we're good. We're good. But yeah, I just wanna read about a man dying, and you know what? Maybe I should try a cozy mystery, because from what I understand, a lot of times in the cozy mysteries, the person who dies, it's like we all agree that he sucks and it's okay that he died. And it's just more about the fun of solving the crime. It's like, oh no, the main old man who's bullying cats is dead. Okay. We should solve the crime though. That'll be fun. And it's not about like, oh no, character that I love is dead. The thing about Sherlock Holmes mysteries is that most of them are a collection of short stories addressing your earlier concern. I hate how this character, I now hate this character. That's true. That's true. That is a good point. Baby cat. Oh, this is such a good song. This is such a good fucking song. I'm gonna delete this one. You get out of here. That is true. I guess I'll put a Sherlock Holmes on my TV. Recommend me one, Leon. I say, forcing you to be involved in my shenanigans. Okay, I'm just gonna do this however I want. Come here, where is it? Here. Oh, this looks so fucking good. Hold on, it gets to the good part. There. 20? I don't know. That's too much. What did I put for the... probably did it in radians too, is the thing. Oh no, I did it in degrees. Bless past me for occasionally doing things correctly. Good job, past me this one time. This one time. Okay, wait. 4. -4. It's been a long time since I showed some. The only one I remember offhand is 2 of the ones that are full. Damn you, Leon! Damn! No, I jokers. You can't even really tell that the kitty's head is moving, can you? Like the rotation is happening? I guess you can. It adds a little bit more life. Also, I need to make a face controller, I just realized. Face controller. So basically what I like to do is, instead of... So to get anything to move, you have to add what's called a dynamic to them. So like the body has a rotation dynamic, which is what's right here. And it's getting input from my cursor, the X value, so the side to side, and it's reacting to that. Right? That's how you get things to move. So if you, for example, wanted to make the eyebrows and the tears and the eyes and the cheeks and the closed eyes and... Hold on. And all that. If you wanted to make all of those move, you'd think you'd have to make... one of these bad boys for all of them. But in fact, no, you don't. You can attach them all to a layer and then and then have that layer add a dynamic to that layer, and then it can all just move at once with the same one, which is very nice. Okay, there we go. And then I give this a dynamic called move, which is over here, like this. Like this. And then, so this is my face controller, and it moves the face around. God, face XY, that's this one. And then if I set this to, I don't know, 20, you can see the face moving, although I do need to see. Did I do one for this? I sure did. What did I set it to? 20 and 10? That seems little. Because like I can go up and down and left and right, and it looks like the cat's face is moving a little bit. It adds a little bit of depth. We are going to add eye movement too. Oh, I want the pupils attached to their respective irises though. Because I want to move the irises. Actually, I want to make an eye controller too, and then that way I don't have to do both for the... Oh, I'm so smart. My brain works so good. And we're going to call this eye controller. I know I'm saying this like you guys are going to... Oh, I should make an attached dynamic. I don't know. Maybe you guys will one day make a veadotube model of your own. Maybe you will. And then iris, iris. These are going to be attached to the eye controller. And then we're going to make this, I don't know, 40, 40. Abba? Computer? I'm gonna save real quick. Hello? Oh no, I'm scared. Computer, why are you freezing and breaking in bad time? Oh. Okay. I don't know if that was scary. Oh, let me close Clip Studio Paint. Oh, wait. It's one less thing for my PC to be doing. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oh, this should be attached to the face controller, not the... There we go. And then, sorry, I got scared for a second. Eye movement. Oh, I didn't even make an eye controller before? That's so funny, actually. Bless past me. Here, let me... Because these are all going to get deleted later. Move all this shit out here. There you go. GG's odd. Yeah. Oh, okay. Sorry, I had another book that I read. So I also read this book called Dreadful. Hello? Is it doing that thing where it doesn't work right? It's just attached and then I gotta close it and reopen it. PC, stop dying. There we go. Yeah. It was just doing the thing again. That's fine. Oh, shoot. These aren't attached. Oopsies. Oopsie doopsies. None of this is clipped, so it's going outside of the thing. I fix it. So I read this other book called Dreadful, which was recommended by. I asked a streamer, her husband. She went to the bathroom and she was like, "Talk to chat," and he was like, "Chat, ask me anything," and I was like, "What book should I read next?" And he recommended this book, and unfortunately, I did not like it very much. It wasn't bad, but it was like, it was very mid. It was like very squarely mid. And I was just like, this is okay. It took me like a bit too long to get through it because I was kind of like, I don't know if I want to finish this. But I was like, well, maybe it'll get really interesting. It didn't. But it was, yeah, it's just like very squarely mid. Not too far. Oh, this looks so fucking good. There we go. So now the eye's looking. You know what? My PC is being really laggy. So I am going to close me. I'm going to go away. And then we're just going to be the cat today again. See, oh, I was going to say, see, look how good it goes. And now it's broken. Why are you small? Hold on, it broke. Look how good it's working. It broke instantly. Did I scale these or something? What the flip? Were they that small originally? I feel like no, but whatever. Whatever. It's not my problem right now. That's a problem for future me to figure out. Also, I don't know. I kind of like it when there's squash and stretch on the tongue, but I also feel like, I guess one's tongue doesn't bounce that much. Oh, no rotation though. I just think it looks cute. Ba 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 ba. Ba. Maybe, oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. Let me, oh, I can't look at it anymore. Oopsies. Oh, well. Face goes in here. Get out of here. Get out of here. And then you go in here. I mean, it's a cat and it's run by you. Two reasons that, of course, it's gonna be cute. Thank you. But yeah, I read the book. It's about this wizard. It's about this wizard. Oh, okay, sorry. Sorry, I was confused. It's about this wizard he's a dark wizard, and he wakes up with amnesia after having done one of his wizard things. Oh no, don't rotate. Okay, I don't want it to scale that much though. Like, I want a little bit of schmoopsing, but like not a ton. Yeah. And he wakes up with no memory, and he's like, ew, all this dark wizard stuff's kind of icky, disgusting. I kind of am not into it anymore. But also, he's like in the middle of having done like another dark wizard is like, we're gonna summon a demon, and you're in the middle of like the process of getting the spell component for this, and so he's like gotta be like, haha, yeah. He's gonna be like, yeah, totally, I'm so into it. And like his spell component is that he kidnapped a princess, so he's like, that wasn't cool of me. There, so now the nose moves a little bit more than the face, so it makes it look a little bit more 3D. Like, see how when it looks down, then like the gap between the lip and the nose is smaller because the nose sticks out a little bit more. Ah, I might need to adjust the chin because right now it's going off the bottom of the face and I don't like that. Maybe I just make the head not move as much up and down. Oh, it doesn't even move that much. Maybe I make, is the chin for when the mouth is open separate? Maybe I make it so that when it, we'll deal with that in a minute. Yeah, so he's like kind of like, oh, I don't want to really do the dark wizard shit anymore, but also I don't want the other wizards to like know that I'm not wizarding anymore and get pissed off at me. So he's like trying to save face the whole time. He's like, yeah, I'm totally getting the princess. Don't worry about it. It's so good. What did I set the old body to? Body. What body? Bah. Oh, I'm silly goofy. It's on change. It's not on speaking. Get out of here. X is 0. Oh wait, I don't care about that one. Ooh, I want chocolate cookie. Okay, let's set that to 1, but then we'll make it more here. We'll make it 40. So now when it changes expression, it jumpy. Do I want to make it so the thighs don't? No, I like the position. Yeah. But yeah, so he's like, oh, the dark wizards, I gotta play it cool, otherwise they'll be mad at me. And he's got like goblins that work for him, and the princess is like, she's a cool girl and stuff, but she's also like kind of a bitch because she's kind of like, she thinks she's above like the goblins and stuff. And it's like, hey, that's kind of shitty of you to be like, I'm better than everyone else, but also be like, you know, putting down these goblins. Please don't die. Yeah, it was a little just kind of mid. Like the story wasn't terrible, but it wasn't mind changing. It felt kind of like, almost like a YA novel, a young adult novel. But then like it also had like the word fuck in it. Like he talked about like occasionally would be like, oh, the blood ran from my head to somewhere lower, and it's like he had an erection, you know. And it's like, I don't know, it's like almost reads like something like, why am my mouth not moving? Bah? Hello? Oh, because I turned push to talk on. I mean, it's an interesting concept, but also definitely recognizable how could consequently loss in execution. Yeah, that's exactly what the issue was. It wasn't that it was like the concept was good, the execution was eh. It was just kind of eh. What did I do with the thighs? Oh. But I don't need to do that anymore because I changed the way I did the thing. And this can be not attached. Is that everything? Okay, hold on. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to save this. We're going to make a new scene. We're gonna hope my computer doesn't explode. We're gonna load in the newest version of the kitty. And we're gonna load in the old version of the kitty, which is gonna be smaller. But only marginally. Oh, I forgot to do the ear twitch and the tail wag. Oopsies, I didn't mean to do that. Enter the second dimension. I meant to position them. So big kitty is new kitty. And we just make sure most of the stuff. Oh, I didn't do the head movement, the up and down head movement. Like the actual head. And the ears. Ba 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 ba. Oh, and I need to adjust. Okay, let me write this down real quick. Head up, head XY, ears XY, tail wag, ear twitch, bell, or not bell, it's not a bell. Oh, it is a bell. Bell, physics. Okay. That's safe. Man. Ear controller, that's what I need. Ear controller. But it was just okay. What else did I read? I've been reading a lot lately. Oh, I'm in the middle of reading. Fucking okay. So the Mothra, baby girl, my sweet angel Mothra. She is the giant moth character from Godzilla, and she's so precious to me. She her origin is from her real world origin is she first appeared in a novella that was published in a magazine, and that novella had not been ever translated into English until recently, like the last couple of years. I don't remember exactly when it was. And so it's only been an hour? No, I missed the first stretch break. Let me stretch. So I got it from the library because I was like, I'm not. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm like stretching. Made my voice really weird. More so than usual. So she so I was like, okay, cool. I would love to read the novella that eventually became the Mothra movies and stuff, and her appearance in Godzilla and all that. So it's 3 chapters essentially because it's written by 3 different guys, which is fine. Oh, this isn't on face controller though. This is head controller. Oh, do I not have? I have body XY, which it shouldn't be called body XY. It should be called body. Oh, yes. Wait. No. Get out of here. Well, actually, I'll just rename you to head XY. I think that was an effort for today. Gonna call work. Well, tell them I drowned in the shower and the doctor recommended a week off. It's your recovery from a sudden case of death, baby. I'm so sorry. Bobinky. No, I don't. I want, yes. Yeah. Sorry. And then this is head XY. Okay. Yeah. So do you see now the ears? Oh, shit. When they look up, the ears go back a little bit, and when they look down, the ears go. And you can't see it as much because the teeter tottering, but it's also happening left and right, although it should happen more. So this Mothra novel, right, novella, I'm like reading it, and it's good, and it's, you know, it reads like a Godzilla movie, which is great because that's what I wanted. So the chapters, hold on, because I'm still reading it. I'm still in the process of reading it technically. Right. So let me hold on. I'm getting it open on my phone. So the chapter, the book, it's about 57 or so pages, right? Or 57 pages on my phone, because my phone, the specific page count differs because of screen size and all that, right? But it's around 60 pages, right? More or less, right? It's a true novella, right? 3 chapters. There are 80 pages, 85 pages, so roughly 90 pages from the translator about different aspects of like Godzilla and the culture that brought about this particular novel and all that. And that's fine. But I also, part of me is like, maybe you should have just written a different book. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird that like this novella has more from not the original novella than it does from like more of it is the translators like giving insight into the history of this work and Mothra and Toho, the company who makes these movies and stuff, than it does about the actual original novella. I don't know, something about it feels like a little like get your own space, asshole. And like, I don't know, I think it's interesting information, but I'm also like, I feel like I didn't actually sign up for this. I feel like I'm being forced into reading this person's well-researched and good job, but like, I don't know. Like, I just wanted the Mothra story. I didn't necessarily want like a history of Godzilla and its relation to Japan and Cold War tensions and all that. Like, I can appreciate context, but I also, I don't know. It'd be like if you were watching a cooking show and then it would like give you like the etymology of like barbecue sauce. I was just like, I'm here for the recipe. Like, I'm not saying this isn't good or interesting information, but maybe put this somewhere else. I don't know. All right, I want to change the is it the smoothing? Because I want the bell to swing more. Yeah, and I don't want it to scale at all. Yeah. So before, it only moved a tiny bit. And now it moves a lot. Yeah, I like it more dangly. Is this also... No, that's good. That's right. Oh, maybe I should... Maybe I should move this here. And then I do let it rotate. Hold on, I'm thinking is happening. I don't know. Now we'll put it back. You say that, but there's at least one YouTuber I know of who does gimmick cooking videos where the whole gimmick is that he splits the video between the recipe and teaching about the historical context and culture surrounding the recipe. Yeah, but I can click off a video. I can't click off a book. I have to finish it, Leon. It's illegal for me not to. No, I'm so into DNFing books, but like, because I'm like, this is interesting and I actually would like to read it. I just wish it was presented to me I didn't want to say like under false pretenses. That's too intense of an accusation. I was just like, I wish I just kind of wanted the Mothra, the little Mothra book, and then I could read this interesting. Are you freaking out? No. Okay. Sorry. I thought the model was like glitching in a different context. You know what I mean? Kitty. Oh, okay. So I did the bell physics, and then oh, the tail. The tail needs to wag. I need the tail to wag. Did never let you go. But yeah, so like it's because like the story, I was like, oh, this is cute. This is kind of exactly what I would expect from. Oh, and the chin tremble. The chin tremble. Yeah, that is the right word. Sorry, I was like, did I say that correctly? I did. Okay, and then hide. And then what did I set the tail for this one? Oh, I did it in radians again. Fuck. I don't understand radians enough to do a thing with it. That works. Yeah. And then I want to do this for the chin. Add a move. Come here. So that when the sad is happening, the chin will tremble. The chin will tremble. Words are hard. So now when sad, I don't want any X movement. It's like, that's maybe too fast. That's maybe too slow. 35. This is sad. Yeah, and to be fair, the YouTuber is talking about, that's the whole premise. He's not like, today I'm going to make a totally normal pot roast recipe. Surprise history lesson! Today I'm going to make a pot roast according to recipes and that. Oh, I've seen that guy! So after he gets into the oven and pivots to telling you about the 1850s history, it makes sense. Yeah. He made the sugar plums. Right? That guy? I think that video got like pushed out super big on the algorithms, the sugar plum one, and I think a lot of people ended up seeing it from that, or at least I did, and I know several other people who did. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, it might have even said, to be fair, to be completely fair, it might have said, oopsies, there we go. In like the on the back of the book, the back of the physical copy of the book, like includes an extra section from the translator about the history of Mothra and Godzilla and blah blah blah. But I don't know. It's just something about the fact that it's more text than the original text is what bothers me. Oh, but I don't want that on. That's right. I want this only on. I want this to be 0. Wait, no. Clear. 0. And then on sad, it's 3. Bah. There we go. Oh, I didn't give the tears any physics. Hold on. Maybe it seems like the sort of thing you would do. I haven't seen his entire upload history or anything. I just seen a dozen or so of his videos. Yeah. Guess you could say the literature is being textured. It is. It's like, how dare you? How dare you have thoughts and opinions on this thing that you translated? Put the rotation off. I'll see myself. I know. Did I not do the thing? No, I did the thing. Oh, wait. Hold on. These all gotta be lower. Oh, and I have it the wrong way. Whoopsies. I have my squash and stretch on the wrong. You'll see. It needs to be 2-1, not 1-2. 2, 1. There we go. So now it bounces from the bottom. And then I'm gonna make some position smoothing. Do 1. Fuck you. That's too much. Yeah, I want them to just like follow a little bit. Oh, I didn't realize there were ads. I'm sorry. I'm like not paying attention. But like they wibble wobble. Meow. Why is only one cheek showing? Hold on. You need both your cheeks. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, maybe I should make a cheek controller. I don't know if I have enough space. We'll see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if that works. Cheek controller. I mean, you say this person who is passionate enough about working media to translate was also passionate enough about it to have opinions and want to share their knowledge about the media. Shocking. I know, that's like the thing though, is like, I'm like, damn, like, I appreciate this. I appreciate the information you're giving me, sir. I just was like, I just wanted like, I think the thing is I'm kind of like, not mad, but I'm like, I wanted to mark this off already as read. I wanted to mark it off as my translated novel in my thingy. And so the fact that I can't now, I'm like, I'm gumpy. I just want it to move negative to the, oh, and I need to attach the cheeks to it. Cheek controller. I want to see if that like makes the face look a little bit more 3D as well. That's not what I wanted. Get out of here. Go facing your rim. So what I want is, oh, yeah. Is that working? Oh, let me make this like a negative 100. Nope. Okay, is it doing that thing where it doesn't work right because I gotta open it and close it again? Sometimes that happens. If a novel was translated novel, you could read El Gato and El Hato. Leon doesn't know the word sombrero. Shaking my head. Shaking my damn head. I don't know if this is giving the effect that I want. Like, I want it to look like the cheeks are squishing up. It's funny. But I think it just looks like the cheeks aren't moving. Wait. Oh. Nope. All right, we'll just not do that. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna delete all the old, I can get rid of this. And then attach this back to face controller. And then we're gonna delete all of this. Yeah. Yeah. Get rid of these cheeks. I never claimed to be fluent in Spanish. What if I did read The Cat in the Hat, but I only read it in Spanish? Isn't it like 50 words? Isn't that like the whole thing about it? Is that... I was gonna say Mr. Seuss, but he's a doctor. PhD, Dr. Seuss. Didn't he write it? Wasn't it a challenge to write a book in 50 words or less? That's the whole appeal. Do I not have? Oh, okay, whoops. Oh, okay. I was like, why does the head look so stiff? Because it's not working. But hold on, I'll fix that. I know it's breaking. -5. Okay, so I'm kind of. I want this to follow the head like a little bit, but like not that much. Let's. I mean, I could. No, it's fine. We'll leave it alone. Thinking that was written on a challenge, but yeah, all the. No, you're so right. It is green eggs and ham. Yes. But yeah, all those books are short. Yeah, it is green eggs and ham. That's why he's like. That's why he barely says anything except I do not want it. And then Sam I am. Once again, problematic Sam I am. I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not. Maybe this is fine. Hold on, let me open an older version just to make sure. So nose and face were in here. Nose, face, head. Oh, but I didn't want head in there. So no head. No means no, Sam I am. Yeah, for real. Sam I am problematic. Your favorite's problematic, Sam I. Is the tail going? Oh yeah, it's just going really slow. So do I not want rotation on the tail? Like the tail doesn't go with the body. Like you see how it's like being, but if I do this, then it's like it's doing its own thing. Oh, I do want positions moving on though. Oh, but not that high maybe. Basically I want it to, well, you can't even really tell. Never mind. 0. But yeah, KB. KB. Maybe I make a little smoothing on the shinies. I feel like the dash is still too small though. So I don't want it that high because that's crazy. Point 15. I just want like a little bit. Meow meow meow. I don't know, me personally, I think the tail separate works better, but purely opinion based. Yeah, having it not follow the body. Like I mean it does on like a jump. Because like that's how a tail would work, but having it not rotate with the body, that's what I like. Meow. Yeah, so there's gonna be an update coming out at some point that's going to make it. So right now the only way to make things follow another thing, oh my god, my fucking wrist, man. If I had an ergonomic mouse, I'd be unstoppable. So right now you can attach things to other things. So right now the collar is attached to the body, and I kind of want it attached to the body and the head, so it kind of does the difference. Because if I attach it to the head, oh, actually that doesn't look terrible. I mean, there's like this gap here where the body doesn't. Yeah, there's like a little gap here. Ideally, I'd want it halfway between the two, and in a future update, the dev has hinted that that's going to be a thing, or I mean, basically outright said it. And so I might consider doing that in the future. Just because like that's how neck works. You know, that's how necks happen. And that's basically, even though this cat has basically no neck, that's the thing. I feel like the physics on the tongue is too much though. Let me see if I can't change that a little bit. Oh, I was gonna make the inside of the mouth. Hold on. Okay. Just the tongue. Just the tongue. Oh, but I don't even need a controller for the tongue. I can just do the tongue. I want to make the tongue look a little 3D. Add move. And it's going to be on the face. I want to make the tongue move opposite to everything else. Actually, should it just be head? I guess it doesn't matter. So let me turn the physics off. You see how? It's like it's on its own little layer. Do you like these noises? So it's its own little thing. And so it does its own little thing. Stretch. Let's do that. Still stretching too much. There we go. That's good. And so it just makes things look a little bit more 3D. I like adding like a few little tiny things to make things look more 3D. I need to make the blink like longer. What's the default on the blinker? Hold on. Because it's so fast and I hate it. Oh, it is 15. Let's do 0.2. Yeah, I don't know. Before it just was happening so fast and it was like, it looked like a mistake was happening. Meh. Meh. Get rid of this. Meh. Burger. We're getting burglared. Did I do that right on the pupils? Hold on. Oh, I wrote iris controller. I meant pupil controller. Wait. Oh, I didn't even attach these. Fuck. Fuck. Hold on, I'll fix it. Don't worry. I see that it's scary. Why is it? Oh, okay, hold on. It's doing that thing again. Hold on. Or I gotta open it and close it again. Or close it and open it again. Biblically accurate. Cat over. Going like, I like to add a little thing to make it 3D too. I need to make the blink show pause. I was like, blinking is third dimensional? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Why are we not? Oh, no, it does need to be attached to the eye controller. Okay. And then I forgot to set this up. Okay, so you see how the pupils, they're not centered because their cat's slightly wall-eyed, which is intentional. Okay, you see how we see the amount of distance between here and here, like the general distance. So when I go like this, it changes. It's shorter now. And when I go like that, it's wider on this side, right? And I do that because your iris, no, your pupil and your iris is concave. And so it creates just like a teeny tiny bit more depth. And it makes your eyes look a little bit more 3D. Actually, what I should do too, because your shinies, your eye shinies actually would sit on the surface of your eyeball, not on your your oh, some people do pupil, not on your iris itself. So to make just a little bit more depth, I like doing these things. It's a bunch of extra work, but I like it. I think it looks cute. Excuse me, I'm sorry for burping right in the middle of saying cute. That was very not cute. That was decidedly uncute. Okay. So now the shinies move just a little bit more than the irises do. All right, that's what I want. Or do I want it the eye controller? Yeah. Because, hold on. The eyes and then the pupils do their thing, and then the eye shines do their thing. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I did it again. Meh. So I have a push to talk built into this, so that way if you were like, if you mute, yourself in stream, but you don't mute your microphone, your actual physical microphone, so you can be like, I'm not talking no more, but I always forget, and then I like type something in, and then I'm like, why isn't it working? Because you built in push to talk, you silly goose. Yeah, they're kitty. Meow, meow, meow. And it wiggle its thighs and it's wiggle its little hand. Hold on, there's too much. There's too much wiggle in the paws. I don't know. Maybe, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Maybe I will. Oh, let me set this to space. That way I can always turn it off. Maybe I'll turn the scale limit off. There, yeah. Meow. And do a little bouncy. Do a little bouncy. Oh, maybe I can. No. Wait, maybe I can. No. Sorry, I had a thought and then I was like, no, that's not going to work. And then I was like, but what if this other thing? No, it's the same reason. It won't work for the exact same reason. Yeah, so I think that's done. Now I just have to do all my other models. I was going to make the teeth 3D, but then I think that... Oh, the chin. I don't know. I think it's actually okay. I think it's fine. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, okay. What is next? I was gonna go through these alphabetically. What is my next one? I think it's the B. The B has so many layers. The B has so many layers. I don't know if I want to do the B right now. What's one? Who's got less layers? Who's got less layers? I already did the cat-o'-lantern. This cat o' lantern has like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 layers. Are you not attached to the microphone? Oh, you're not. Nah. Who has less layers? Not Shrek, that's for sure. Shrek 5 is coming out this year, you guys. Are you excited? I'm concerned. Not gonna lie. I'm a little concerned. Not gonna lie. SOS. But we'll see. Maybe I do the chicken. How many layers is the chicken? Okay, actually not that many. Look at it, it's so cute. All right, let's open CSP. Oh, here, I'll turn this on. Chicken. All right. Oh, it's gone now. Sorry. I minimized it. Be big again. But yeah, they're making a new Shrek. And it's gonna be bad. His adult child or teenage child. I don't know how old she is. She's grown. She's not a baby anymore. She stopped being a baby. That's a weird way to phrase it. She stopped being a baby. Here, I'm gonna put myself back on screen. Oh shit, hold on, I gotta find my file of me. Yeah. Oop. There's me. There I am. Because we gotta make sure that the chicken's layers are good. The crispy layers of chicken. Hopefully it's already set up in such a way that it's not gonna be a big pain in the ass, but we'll see. But yeah, the cat was the most complicated one I have. Oh god, okay, hold on. Let me see if the other file's better. The cat, and then there's one other one that's more complicated, but it's not even, I'm not working on that one at all. Because I'm redoing it. Are none of these merged? Oh, why I do this to myself? All right, I'll get rid of this one then. Because I need the feet. Feet necessary. This folder's empty. Cool. Okay. I gotta do the same thing where I gotta make sure all the layers are named correct. Do I not have it? Oh, why did I then? Okay, it's fine. It's gonna be a huge pain in the ass, but it's fine. Here. Oh, nope, that's the right one. Here. L. Browse. Angry. Browse. Sad. There's no brows. When you're happy, you don't have eyebrows. When you're happy, you don't have eyebrows. You don't get to have those. But yeah, I gotta fucking... I gotta merge all my layers and shit. Happy. Yeah, so I'm reading that. I'm bouncing around topics like a bad woman. And then I think I mentioned before, I'm reading I, Robot by Isaac Asimov, and that book is interesting. I don't know what I expected, and I wouldn't even say that there's anything wrong with it. It's just more like, huh, interesting. I'm so sad I don't have dance for this. You know what? Hold on. we're gonna give me a dance. I want to give myself dance. I'm gonna give myself dance. We're gonna do this right now. Oh no, it's fine. Wait. Quick, turn on Dancing Queen. Can I do this from here? Can I do generator? No, I can't do that from here, can I? Okay, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. Bah, don't save. We're gonna do this in here. Base. Add dynamic. Move. Generator. Bouncer. Point. 2020. Oh my god, is the head not attached to the rest of it? Whoopsies. Do none of these have attachments? You can see how broken I am. Okay, hold on, we'll fix this. This song's so fucking good, you guys. God damn it. It's okay. You know what? We're gonna do this later because it's actually gonna be a pain in the ass. Now that I'm thinking about it. Never mind. We'll just have to think about it and do it later. I just want to dance. I have a rhythm in my heart. Actually, can I use my... Hold on. Oh, I'm still Halloween. Hold on. Hold on. Maybe I could just use my regular avatar. There we go. Are we not attached mouse? Oh. Because honestly, it's not lagging like it usually does. And then... Do I have the dancing on here? It's the question. No? Okay. Hold on, let me get the other one. No? What version has the rhythm? I hardly even know him. Shut up. When did I remove dancing? Am I silly? Is dancing someplace else? Because I remember how to move it. I removed it because I thought it was causing a problem, but oh god. Oh dear. Hold on. Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking neighborhood. Hold on. Dancing. There it is. I fixed it. Don't worry, y'all. It's all good. Everything's fine. That's so silly. That's so silly. Do I not have dance too? Okay. We'll just keep dancing. That's so silly. Anyway, the chicken. The chicken. I got all caught up in my bullshit. Anyway, so I'm reading I, Robot by Isaac Asimov. And so it's a series of short stories about robots. And it's I don't know. I wasn't I was expecting like you know that story that's like it's like robots are treated like they're not human, but really they have more humanity than all of us. You know that story? You know that story that's in like so much media? I thought that that's kind of what it was going to be like, and it's not, and that's okay because that's not the story's fault for not being what I thought it was going to be. Hold on. I need to separate this out. Oh, crumbs. Do I not have this? Hold on. They made a book out of a movie? Wow. So the robots, they're kind of like that, but it's also just kind of like books where robots act different than what one would expect, and then people getting mad about it. Which, I mean, that's fine. There we go. Oh, it's lagging more on this one. Why? Which one is this? Voulez-vous? Aha. Okay, we'll switch it to 9 then. Voulez-vous? There we go. But yeah, like the most recent one I read, this lady is like mean to this robot, and it's like really fucked up and cruel. And I'm like, hey, be nice to the robot. And it like upset me because I'm like, all the robot did was be a robot, and you're bullying it. And like, I don't know, it's interesting. Not what I expected. Anyway, let's go back to being normal. Where is the beak? Chin, head. Because I need the beak. Oh, face. Hold on. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. So I needed the bottom beak. all as one piece and it wasn't on this version, which that's fine. It doesn't need to be, but it does also need to be. So my brain. Get rid of this. And then oh no, wait, fuck, hold on. Hold on. I just want the top part of the beaks separated out. Select. And then smile. I, again, only want the top part. But yeah, so I'm like halfway through, or not halfway. How far am I through iRobot? I don't know. But I know for a fact that the movie iRobot is apparently, oh, I got my Godzilla book open, is apparently not a good adaptation of the book. Which, I mean, it's a series of, oh, I'm 51% of the way through. A series of short stories, so, like, I get that. Wait, oh, no, I don't want the audiobook. I want the book. Oh, and I've already read this. Never mind. Sorry, I got excited. I thought the new Murder Bot book got added to my library, and I got super excited. But it's not. It's an audiobook of an older one, which that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm super excited for the people who want to read that audiobook. But that's not what I wanted, and so I got big excited that I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna watch. Although, okay, I was gonna say I don't know if I'm gonna watch iRobot the movie, but actually, isn't Alan Tudyk in it? Isn't he the robot? And I love Alan Tudyk, so I might watch it. I need to make sure these overlap correctly. He is. All right, I might watch it. Even though apparently it's like, what I've heard is that it's basically they wrote the script, a script that was not called iRobot. It was a completely different script. And then they were like, we should call it iRobot after the famous work. And they were like, oh, I guess so. And so it's like, it has nothing to do with the source material, which Hollywood would be doing that. And that's fine. Beak, oopsies. Beak top, smile, beak top, frown. But yeah, I might watch it just for Alan Tudyk. Wait, but why is this not positioned correctly? Oh my god, did I do this wrong? No? Okay. Hold on. Goodness, hold on. Hold on. God bless America. Okay, hold on. Let me name these layers. Let me color these layers so I know the differences. Okay, hold on. I enjoyed the movie. Good. Yes, Alan Tudyk played Robot I Robot, or I be the robot. But I didn't have any preconception of the book being source material before watching it. Valid. Yeah, like I've not necessarily heard that the movie was good or bad. I've just heard that it's not a good adaptation, excuse me, of the book, which like I said, apparently it's like it was never meant to be. It was a completely original, different thing, and they just kind of slapped iRobot onto it. And it's like, okay, then I can just take it for what it is, as just its own thing, and just pretend like it isn't an adaptation of the book at all. And I can just accept that. Beak. There we go. Looks so sad. Be happy. I'm gonna name this file chick PNG tuber merged. Yeah, basically saying here, I enjoyed the movie, but this is the first I recall hearing there even was a book. You guys don't know about the great Isaac Asimov, fucking amazing sci-fi writer of his generation. He's the guy. No, that's so valid. Yeah, he was not to be like, you guys don't know him. He was but he was like a very prolific writer. He wrote like a million books and novellas and all that. And there's like a fuck ton of book in the robot series. And all this and that and the third. Yeah. I guess it means the book, despite presumably having more material, won't answer the age-old question. Will Smith? I know him, but I haven't read the book. Valid. But yeah, so far I feel weird saying I'm enjoying it, because it's kind of like, it's a little depressing at times, because they are like kind of super duper mean to these robots for like, I don't want to say no reason. Like, they have reasons. The robots are also kind of... What is this song? Oh. This is the one with the man singing. Go back to the women's. I only want to hear women singing. I JK. Hold on, let me look at the... never mind. Where in my files did I just not save? I guess I didn't. Okay, anyway. Is this the right one? This is the right one. The one with the feet. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of mean to the robots, and I don't like it. Make me sad. Like, people are mean to other people for no good reason, so I can imagine that people would be mean to robots if they had them. Yeah, they're just, I don't like it. I wish they would be nice to the robots. Is this file going to be a huge pain in the ass? Because if it is, I actually don't want to work on it right now, and I'll switch to something else. It is, isn't it? I'm going to have to fill in a bunch of areas. Where's the wings? Yeah, you know, we're not working on this right now. We'll come back to it later. We're gonna go find an easier file. I love your VTuber. Thank you. How you doing, Easy Cheese? Welcome. Chicken, you're in jail. You're in too complicated for me right now, jail. Maybe I'll do the ghost. The ghost is easier. You see Star versus the forces of evil vibes. Thank you. Thank you. Did I fix the ghost? I think hold on. Oh, goodbye. Man, I didn't realize you were in jail again. Oh, we're gonna open. I can't remember if I updated the ghost yet. Because I've been working on these a little bit off stream too. My avatar's pre-made dynamic. Go. Oh wait, I was working on it. Did I finish? No. Hide. Oh, you guys can't see. Hold on, sorry. Sorry. Ghost. Okay, I loaded the files in. Oh, but I didn't rig them up yet. Oh, God, she did the thing again. You know, this used to work. Ah. I don't know why sometimes the nodes just like disappear. Okay, so we'll work on the ghost because I already have the files loaded in. No, why is it doing it again? Ghost. It doesn't usually, it hasn't done this in a hot minute. Okay. We just won't take our eyes off of them. All right, so I did this differently than I did the other one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Is everything attached? No. Cool. So we will just do this all right now. And hopefully this will go faster. Oh, wait. Stream's about to be over. Shoot. You know what? We'll go a little longer. We'll go a little longer. It's fine. We'll go a little bit longer. Oh, that's right. I was gonna do this differently. Sarah, hi, I thought you knew, baby. Look what in. Yeah, we'll go for an hour more. I know that usually I end right about here, so if anyone's like, I'm tired, I want to go to bed. Oh, that's so valid. I've been there. I am going to keep going just for a little bit more though. Okay, so we're gonna rig up the mouth. Yeah, that's right. I started this and then I was like, I don't feel like doing this. I'll do it on stream instead. Let me hook up my microphone. That way you guys get to watch it too. And then speaking. What I didn't do sad. Hold on. Bah. Okay, so now the mouths work. And then we'll do blinkings. Open. But I have to like think and it's hard. Guys, it's hard. Have you guys ever tried to think it's I didn't do sad shit? It's okay. I forgot to do sad. Or scared. I forgot the ghost has 3 instead of 2. I forgot it had 4 instead of 2 expressions. So I forgot that I needed to do all of them. There we go. So now the blinker should go. And then let me do scared. What do I have angry too? Get out of here. Yeah, things get easier as you do it more. Oh, speaking. That's what I wanted. Oopsies. Off. Silent, so you close your mouth and you open your mouth. And then you open your mouth and you close your mouth. There we go. There we go. And then let's do this. So when happy is on, angry is off, scared is off. When sad is on, sad is on and everyone else is off. Happy. I'm hungry. Wish I had soup. I might make soup for dinner. Oh, did I? Hold on. This should be called fear. That's right, because I didn't want sad and scared. I didn't want 2 with the same, starting with the same letter. I know that sounds silly, but that's what I wanted. Spellings for Marty, bad habits. Hi, hungry. I think you said there was a 5 minutes ago, but I just went to bed for 2 hours, and I don't know the last time I did that. Valid. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I'm doing a big stretch. Fear? Hello? Oh, fear. Okay. There we go. So, so now they all blink and they all speak. I know you can't see all of them, but they do. And then we got to add all of their movements. Right. So I was gonna, let me save. I was thinking God knows it's terrible when that happens. If I did, I could maybe use one face mover. But I'd have to do different body XYs for everything. Okay, sorry. Trying to think of like, is there a way to do this so it's not so many nodes, but I have to do at least some. So we're gonna want move and we're gonna want rotate. Whispers from alleyway. Hey kid, you wanna buy some brain teasers? I got some story puzzles, some Sudoku, even got some birds. I'm so sad that there's no third puzzle agent game. Wait, oh yeah, because there's 4. I keep forgetting there's 4. Also, I should actually name the bodies files. Hold on. And body H for happy, body S for sad, body A for angry, and body F for fearful. There we go. Now these are all labeled. And let's do happy, sad, angry, fearful, because that's the order I have them in. Okay, so these are all going to go into... Oops. These are going to go into the different ones. Oh, why am I hungry? I eat it before stream. I had a chicken salad sandwich and some Doritos. Okay. So we're going to attach all of these. Notice even the scenario didn't say bullshit. My calendar masquerading as a number. Nah, for real. Those puzzles were bad and mean and I hated them. I wish I had like this a smidge, a crumb of vertical space. Because I'm constantly having issues with, oh, okay, because they're all set to radians. Okay, so these are all going to spin in a minute. I will fix it. Beep, 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 beep. But yeah, I might be able to, what did I just do? I undid something. Okay, it's fine. I might be able to use the same face controller for all of them. So let me, no, that's fine, that's fine. Sorry, I had a thought again, as I want to do, and I was like, wait, that's not going to work, and then I was like, no, wait, it will. In theory. If it doesn't, then it doesn't, but I think I can get it working. Okay, so we're going to attach all of these to the face controller, and then we're going to have the face controller attached to the different bodies depending on what state they're on. Yeah. And hopefully that doesn't cause a problem. Okay. So like, I know the shinies on A or on the happy aren't working right now, but because I got to attach them to their respective eyes. Oh no, I have the eyes both set to the same thing. Okay, cool. Bam. I'm so smart. My brain works so good. Oh wait, hold on. Put that. Girly. Thank you for the music. Oh, wait. I have it on the wrong eyes. I'm silly. Hold on. Okay. There we go. Okay, let me change their body rotation on all of these guys to not 1 radian. Oh, none of these have pivots. Let me add a pivot to all of them, or a pin. Pin 1, and we'll set it 2 degrees, and let's say, oh, did I fuck that up? Okay, that's fine. I don't know, 20. We'll say that for now. Sad is wrong. Blinking. Oh. Okay, so then do it. There we go. Okay. And then, oh, I wanted to add movers to all of them. Oh, they have movers. Thank you for the music. There we go. So maybe we even do like a big amount. Okay, we're gonna get ads of it. We gotta move the pivot. Do I want this rotation the other way? It's like, yeah, I want it to like when, yeah, you can see my cursor. When it's like up in the corner, it's like, oh, I'm turning my head that way. Yeah, because that's cute. Pivot, I hardly even know of it. Shut up. Okay, and then let's, where's this? Set to sad, and then I think I also want this to be, although I don't want sad to move as much. I think like kind of the funny quote unquote thing of the sad is that they're like real timid. -10. It's like, oh, I'm so sad. So it's like when you're happy, it's like, oh, I'm moving a lot. But when it's sad, it's like, not so much. And then angry also should be negative. Turn sad off. That pivot's pretty good. And then, yeah, and I think the amount is good for angry. And then, wait, hold on. Oh, we're lagging. It's okay. I want to dance. I won't let lag stop my dancing. I have to do this too. All of this I'm doing right now. I have to redo it for my model too, because that might actually help with the lag. I don't know, it might not. I'm wondering if I should I was gonna say maybe I should like, I think the rotation on might be too much on scared. And I'm like, should it be, maybe we should just make it less. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do 10. And then I also want to add, wait, can I add a waiver? No, they can't have, wait, can they? Can they? Hold on. And no, because it's a Boolean. Okay, never mind. We're gonna make them have floats, make them floats around. So I want them to have move dynamic, and then that's gonna appear in the middle of all my mess. Hide this. Happy, sad, angry, fearful. Welcome back from the ads. Okay, waiver and shaker. I think this is happy. Scared. I'm pretty sure angry is this one. Yo. And then, oh, maybe it's fearful. Oh, wait, I think it's this one. I think this one doesn't have it. And then we'll do, I don't know, 5, 5. Maybe 10. So the ghost has like a little float. I feel like I want it to be more though. Yeah, so because it's like a ghost, it floats. Do I have this set to my... Yes. Okay. Okay, and then yeah, scare. The scare do a scare. But then I want angry have its own thing. So angry, shaky, but then when you talk, it's shaky more. Why are you not talking? Oh, because I don't have the microphone set up, do I? Oh no, it's just wrong. Oh, I did the thing again. So it's like, I'm mad. And then it's like, meh. That might be too much, actually. Real mad. Like, it's a little too much. Let me turn it down to like 10. What's this one? This one's 110. This one's 5. Yeah, that's better. That's better. So it's like, it's mad. Why is move? That sucks so fucking good. 50? Hold on. I feel like though X isn't doing a lot. Okay, is this the thing again where it doesn't do it until I do No, it's still not doing it. It's because you're not attached. Delete. Hmm. 100. Okay, so that's too much. I just feel like I want more movement. Because, like, I think it's because the rotation's happening, and so it's making it look like it's happening less. Because it is moving. But, like, with the rotation, maybe that's it. Okay. I think... Why are mouth not working? There we go. I think... Okay, it's too much on this one. I don't know, maybe 70? Yeah. And then I think fear also being just a minor amount works. I think that makes sense. Okay, so let me do the face controller. So move. Let's do 10. There's a choo-choo train. 20. Let me make sure this is working. Okay. So you can see the face, you know, it's, you know, that's closer to that edge line. I might adjust it. It's so cute on sad. It's like, you look at me. I'm so sad. It's actually so cute. It's actually so cute on sad. It's like destroying me. Oh yeah, I want to do the jumper in the scale. So let me... Oh, I don't like this song. And this one's the Christmas song. So we're gonna skip that one too. Let me do my cable management. IRL cable management? I don't think so. Ghost cable management? Yes, ma'am. Put that there. And then, to be fair, this is like infinitely easier, but yeah, I gotta get an ergonomic mouse. My little wristy, she hurts so much. Just from using computer. Okay, so I have a gift card for Amazon because one of my mom's friends, he was like, can I use your guys' washer to do my laundry? Because I don't have one, and I usually go to my mom's, but I don't want to have to go to my mom's because I don't know, whatever his reasoning is, it's fine. And I was like, yeah, but you gotta bring me fast food. And I'll do it so that way you're not in my house for, you know, several hours because the dryer takes like an hour to dry. He's like, okay. And then he was like, will you do my laundry for a $25 Amazon gift card? And I was like, yeah. Because I'm like, I mean, it's not that much work. And so I now have a gift card, so I might use that to get myself a little mousy mouse. What was I doing? Oh, jumper. And so I have that now. And it was so funny because I was just like, yeah, I guess. Because really, like, you know, it's just like put clothes in washer, chill, get 40 next time. That's so true, honestly. But yeah, Bob was like, use that to buy something stupid. And I was like, why do you assume I'm gonna buy something stupid? And she goes, no, I just mean buy something fun for yourself. And I was like, oh, okay. Fucking, I was gonna use it to buy a knife, like a kitchen knife, because all of our kitchen knives are garbage. But then I was like, I'm gonna go through and organize my grandpa's fucking oh wait, it's this. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, I just want little jumpy. Maybe a little more jumpy, actually. My great grandmother did laundry, and for real, I bet she was paid equivalent of $25 in 1915. Oh no, that's not. Yeah, I make him pay more. Because I need money. Yeah. Okay, that's better. Just a little jumpy. A little jumpy. Do I still want to do scale? Maybe I just give them squash and stretch. Oh god, hold on. Hold on. But yeah, so let's go through my GPAWs. Sorry. His toolboxes. I think I mentioned before how like I went through one and it because we were looking for socket wrenches and oh, but I want it to be like this. And yeah, this is what I want. And then so there, well, it's kind of hard to, it's hard to see. So I went through one and I think I mentioned there was like knives and a pizza cutter. And I was like, bitch, really? Like, I'm out here thinking that this toolbox is full of like, where are my pins? Oh, right here. Oh shit, I didn't want one up there. I'm out here thinking this is full of like, you know, important tools and it's got like a damn pizza cutter in it. So I went through them and I was organizing all of his different toolboxes. And most of them did in fact have tools and things in them. But the one that had the knives and the pizza wheel, yeah, now it stretches a little bit. You know, I was like looking at the knives because I was like, I don't have a really good kitchen knife. And I was like, oh. And yeah, it was full of really good kitchen knives because he used to hide them because he was like, Sarah's going to cut herself. And I'm like, I'm not stupid. And also, it's more dangerous to use a dull knife than a sharp knife. So now I have cool, sharp knives. And I cut an onion the other day and y'all, it wasn't scary. It was so nice. I was looking through my socket wrench toolbox yesterday. He had so many friggin' socket wrenches and bits. I don't even know what it's called. I don't know nothing about socket wrenches, but we needed it to this was like a month ago now, maybe even two. We needed to change the taillight in the car because it had blown, and we were like looking for the socket wrenches, and I'm like, I don't know nothing about socket wrenches. Like I know screwdrivers and stuff, but like actual socket wrenches, not so much. And so we were like, I don't know. And they were all like, I'm sure that his system worked for him for sorting them, but it did not I did not understand it. And so I'm like sitting there like, I don't know where nothing is. And so we just like, we kept taking one down to the car because I was upstairs, because that's where it was, and I was taking them down to the car one at a time, like the different sockets, coupler thingies. I don't know what they're called, and there we go. There we go. So now they all have a little bit of yeah. I'm not even gonna do the scale. I changed my mind on that. And then I was like, why don't we just take because there was like, you know how toolboxes have, or some toolboxes have like a tray in them? Like, it's got the base, and then there's like a tray that sits on top, like within, but on top. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. Do you guys know toolboxes? I didn't. So the tray, we were like, oh, we'll just take the whole tray because it has all the sockets on it. And then inside is a bunch of other kinds of wrenches and pliers and things. So I was like, oh, let's just take the whole thing down. And that way we could just try them and not keep going up and down the stairs, the tray. And I was like, that just makes more sense to do it that way than like, you know. And so we do that. And then right when I do that, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to go test this one. And I was like, okay, I'll start bringing the whole thing down. And it's like heavy because it's all metal, you know, they're all, you know, big, heavy pieces of metal. And so I like carefully walk it, you know, and I'm like, if I drop this, it's going to be a problem because it's a million billion little pieces of whatever. This is done. And I get it and I go walking out to the car. This is like, it's like the middle of winter. It's in Ohio, snowy, icy, cold. I'm not wearing a jacket because I'm one of those people who's like, I don't need a jacket. And I get it out to the car and she goes, okay, so this one fits. And I'm like, oh, so I didn't have to bring this downstairs at all. And she goes, nope. And I'm like, cool. I gotta take it back upstairs now, don't I? But yeah, so I was going through all his tool boxes, and thankfully most of them did in fact have tools in them. There were a couple that had a bunch of random shit in them. A billion million pens. I now have so many pens. But yeah, I was going through them, and now I have like 5 or 6 really sharp knives. And I think it's one of those knife sharpener block things, you know, the like, what are they called? You know, you've seen a knife sharpening video. It's like sandpaper, but it's a metal block. And then one of those, what is the pieces of metal, and then you rub it against the blade and it like straightens it out or it hones it or whatever. I have like 2 of those now, and I'm like, cool. And y'all, do you know how nice it is to cut a potato with a knife that's sharp? And also a lot of the knives that I had prior were like steak knives and like eating knives. Whetstone, yes, thank you. And so they don't, like, the blade doesn't, when you're chopping, the blade doesn't, if you're chopping, your knuckles hit the cutting board before the blade does, because it's not for chopping vegetables. So now I have ones that the blade is longer than my knuckles. And so it's like, oh, I can chop and I can use my cutting board, and it's so nice. And I'm like, oh. So yeah. So now I might get a instead of a knife, because I have knives now. I mean, a pizza cutter is a tool in most literal definition. Shut up. I'm gonna beat you with a stick. It is a huge pizza cutter though. It's genuinely like 4 inches across. 4 or 5 inches across. But like I have little baby pizza cutters and they cut just fine. Like I have no problems with them. And they're like 2 vegetable peelers and like some funky spoons, some spoons of interesting shape. Like there was one spoon that instead of being like spoon shaped, you know how like spoon the spoon part, not the handle, but the spoon part of a spoon, you know how it's kind of like egg shaped? You know what I mean? It's kind of like shaped like an egg. This one was like perfectly round, and I'm like, it's like very yolk shaped. So if you think of a spoon in terms of an egg, this was more of a yolk spoon than an egg spoon. And then yeah, there was just a bunch of weird spoons. What that funky spoon do is scoop. So what you're saying is it's not the matter, it's the size that matters, it's how you use it. Exactly. Also, a lot of them had wooden handles and I was like, I don't want to deal with those. So they're still sitting in their box. But then I found there's like 2 corded drills. Like instead of having a battery pack, it has, you know, a cord. And I'm like, because we have 2 drills and one of them it has one of those batteries that you take the battery out and charge it separately, and we don't have the charger for reasons that I don't want to talk about because it's sad. And then we have another drill that we have the charger somewhere, but we can't find it. It's you plug it into the drill itself, like the battery pack is part of the drill. And I have looked and looked and looked, and I cannot find this charger. We had it because we bought the drill new. And so I go in there and I find 2 fucking sorry, I'm reading the Edel's message. Corded drills. And I'm like, damn, I could have used these, like, because we have super long extension cords. We have like, I don't want to say industrial because that sounds too much, but we have those like really long, like 25-foot extension cords that are like the heavy duty, like the orange ones, you know, like the orange ones. And like, you know, if we ever needed to use them for like an outside thing, we could just run the cord. And I'm like, this whole time we've had 2 drills that we could have been using. Duty, shut up. Cause like the whole reason, oh my god, the freaking cats, by the way, that are still getting into the basement. The whole reason I didn't drill, and I guess it's a good thing that I didn't do it now because I have to remove it anyway. The whole reason I didn't drill the screen in place is because I didn't have a drill with power, so I used freaking nails to awkwardly hammer it. Now I have a drill. I know the orange ones have got like 5. Yeah, like those big ass heavy duty ones. And so we have those too. And I'm like, you know, and I don't know how long the cord is on this drill because I wasn't like paying that much attention to it. I was just like, oh, this would have been helpful. And they're like old. They're like, oh my god, I found these old ass extension cords in there too. They're like, because like I feel like I've seen extension cords my whole life, and they all have this like same sort of like, you know, the ones that are not the industrial ones, but like the you use in your house ones that are like, they have like the 3 outlets in them, you know, it's like 2 on one side, 1 on the other. You know, we've got dozens of those obviously running around the whole house. I don't know if we're gonna have time to do another one, but that's okay. Yeah, we'll just talk for the last half hour, and we'll let the ghost happen. So I found this old ass extension cord that like the outlet part is like, it's so weird. Like it feels so 50s or like 70s. It's like, I don't even know. I have to like check to see if they work, but it's like the outlet's like, the outlet feels like a plug itself. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's a thin wire, and instead of having that big chunky bit at the end, it's like just like, it's like a plug itself. And it's like round. It's so strange. And then I found a bunch of I'm so mad. I found a bunch of those like converter things where you can screw them into a light socket, and then it turns the light socket into an outlet. So if you like temporarily need a light in a place that has, or if you temporarily need power in a place that has a light socket but doesn't have a nearby outlet, I was like, oh, there's like 3 of them. And I'm like, come on. I just want to check it. Old ones don't do super good. That's true. And plus we have other ones. We have like We have an absurd amount of extension cords, considering we don't extension that much. And then what else did I find? Because I took a bunch of stuff. Oh, a bunch of pattern weights, like weights to put onto like sewing patterns. And I'm like, why are these in your toolbox? Maybe he was using them. I don't know. Excuse me. I'm sorry for burp. What else? I'm trying to remember because I had to like, I spent like 3 different sessions organizing them. Oh, an axe. An axe that we've never had use for. And like 5 hammers. That's an exaggeration. I think we have 5 hammers in total, or maybe 6, because we had 2 or 3 already in our drawers. But like a bunch of hammers, a rubber mallet, which I was like, damn it, because I bought a rubber mallet because we didn't have one, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I guess it doesn't hurt to have 2 rubber mallets. Some flashlights that I actually have to get batteries for. I think they take, or one of them takes like C's or D's. I mean, an axe is technically a tool, one of the oldest tools. No, that's fine. That was appropriate for the toolbox. That was a reasonable thing. A lot of, yeah, like I was, one toolbox didn't have traditional tools, and then the rest of them mostly did. What else? What did they have? I'm trying to like mentally think through. So yeah, so one toolbox now has all of the, I don't think I labeled it because I was like, I don't know what to, because there was like, there's hand tools, so there was a bunch of screwdrivers and a bunch of razor blades, like packs of razor blades, not like loose razor blades, Jesus. And then one of them had power tools in it. Oh yeah, like we had an electric sander. I put it in one of them. We had a electric screwdriver, which is like a little baby drill. It looks like a little baby drill, but it's a screwdriver. And I found a bunch of drill bits, which I was like, damn, I wish I knew that these drill bits were in our home so I could have used them. Just keeping Loose Race Brothers toolbox would be wild. Yeah, no, they're all like in those little like packages and like what have you. Like they're like almost like matchbooks packaging. Not matchbooks, but the matchboxes. Kind of style, you know. A couple of X-Acto knives, which they're probably all dulled anyway, but whatever. A lot of it I just kind of put back because I was like, I'm not dealing with this now. Oh, I finally got to like get rid of, because we have a drawer in our kitchen that's like our tool drawer. So it's like we keep the tape measure in there, we keep rubber bands, we keep some hammers, the screwdrivers that we use very frequently, the vice grips that we use not so frequently, but that you don't want to go searching for if you're like, oh, I need to do something. It's like, oh, I don't want to go in the basement and go dig through the toolboxes, and stuff like that. So I moved like, but we had like a bunch of like cup hooks and random nails and screws and nuts and bolts and things just kind of sitting in that drawer, and it was like always a pain in the ass to go through because it was like, oh, we don't even need this stuff, but we have no place else to put it. Now they're all in like a toolbox. So we have one that's just like hardware, and it's just like all of our hardware, all of our we have like a couple of locks, like door locks, that it's like, okay, well, we don't really need this. Our doors have locks already. So it's like, okay, we'll just put that in there. A couple of like brackets and things. And then what else did I put away? Oh, there is one that's just full of stuff that I'm like, I don't know what this is, but I also don't know. I don't know what it is and know if we need to keep it, but I also don't know what it is enough to feel comfortable throwing it away. So I'm just going to put you in this box called miscellaneous, and someone else could figure this out later. Doesn't locks need to be refrigerated? Shut up. What else was there? Oh, there was a bunch of fishing equipment. Well, not a bunch, but there was more than you would think. There was like a couple of reels and there was like a little tiny it wasn't a tackle box, but it was like a little organizer that had a bunch of lures, and I couldn't remember the word for a second, and then a thing of like hooks, and I was like, I'm just gonna put all of you into one toolbox. You're going into the toolbox that used to have cooking supplies in it. You get to be where the pizza cutter was. Isn't that special? I was just like, somebody, we surely know somebody who fishes. Eventually we can give it to them. What else was there? Razor blades and fish hooks. I will say, sorry, I'm thinking about the axe again. I'm like, I was like holding the axe and I was like, I want to chop. Holding an axe, you really want to chop. I was like, I wish I had a tree to chop right now. I was just like, oh, I desperately want to use it. Oh shit, I should have put the fucking saw away. Actually, the saw might be too big for any of those toolboxes. We have like a hand, like an old, like one of those, not like old timey. I think you can probably get modern saws that look exactly the same, but like one of those, I don't know. It's like a saw. Like you think of a cartoon saw, it's that. And it's just like sitting awkwardly behind something in our kitchen. Cause I'm like, I don't know where else to put this. It might fit. I'll have to look at it. And I might be able to fit it in one of the boxes. It might be too long. But yeah, holding the axe, it wasn't even like a huge axe, but it was just like, I was like, oh, I want to chop. I wish I had firewood to chop for my my gas heated house. I wish to chop something like that because it was sharp too. And I was like, damn, if only I had a thing to chop. But it's like I couldn't even like go out and like look for like twigs to chop because it was like in the middle of when it was snowing, or actually there's still snow now, but it got warm for a second and we had like no snow for 4 days. Like it melted, I should say, but now we have snow again. Cartoons, thought bubble sound. Bugs Bunny, you wanna play a game, Jack? There was a couple of like, I don't even know what they were. Oh, there was like, I think it's a timer for like, we got snowed on Wednesday again. Yeah. It snowed last night. It must have snowed because it was all dry and not, sorry, I'm fidgeting. I'll use my actual fidget toy. It was all, the ground was all snowless, and then we got snow last night because I woke up this morning and I was like getting my little pre-stream snack, and I'm like so in my kitchen, and then I'm like look outside, and then I did a double take and I was like snow. So I don't know how bad it is. For all I know, it could have melted at this point, but it is what it is. Oh, but I found I think it's one of those timers, those automatic light timers, but it's like an old school one that you plug it in and then you plug your thing into it and then it's got a timer on it or something. I don't know. I gotta check it out. A fuck ton of rulers, like 6-inch rulers that I was like, mine now. Now I have a billion rulers. I already have 3. And I was like, now I will have 7. And those are fun. Yeah, it's actually so nice to have like a short ruler sometimes, because like, I don't know. Sometimes it's like, I don't need 12 inches. Shut up. Don't take that out of context. I only need 6. Snow in Ohio, right? That is shocking. Shut up. Fuck that of rulers. Yeah. What else is in there? Bunch of hardware, bunch of empty film, like photograph film canisters, not like film reels, canisters that were just full of nothing. Oh yeah, when's the Derby? It's in May, right? Oh my goodness, I was watching this I think it was a YouTube short or something, and they were like, name a horse, and somebody was like, one of them was like, Secretariat, and I was, or no, they said Seabiscuit, and I'm sitting there like, why does no one ask me this question? I know so many horses. Like Azra and Smarty Jones and Burger King. I know all the horses. And Ponder. I was so jelly. I was like, they don't know that I know all the horse names. 220 millimeters is 8.7 inches, well over 2 inches longer than Sosneeds. Shut up! I'm just saying, like, I have a reading journal, and sometimes I need to draw lines in it for to have lines to do the calendar and stuff. And I, like, you know, I have my standard 12-inch rulers, and I'm like, this book isn't even, I think it's 7 or 8 by 5 or something like that. It's like small. Oh, can't wait, hold on, let me use one of my many rulers to measure it. You know what, put my ruler where my book is. There, it's 7.5, oh, maybe they measured by the cover. 8 by 6. So, you know, I don't really need it to be, you know, 12 whole inches. Oh, goodbye garbage that I accidentally dropped on the floor. I'll pick you up later. But yeah, so it'll be nice to have little 6-inch rulers. Little tiny, small, itty bitty, tiny little 12 or 6-inch rulers. Nah, kid. What else was in there? I know, just like a lot of like little odds and ends. Some like random little light bulbs that are like, I think they were like car part light bulbs, you know, something. Oh, there was there was, remember when cars, and maybe you guys still have cars like this, but like when you used to pop the trunk and it was like a lever, there's a lever that's a hood popping lever, but like I don't know what car this went to, but it's not popping its hood no more, because I'm like, what is this? And then I like looked at it and I was like, I see the word hood on it and I'm like, oh, well, I know what this is. I don't know where it came from. It's not part of any of our cars. And I'm just like, okay. What else was it? Yeah, there was like 2 or 3 like random car parts that I was like, what are these? Oh my goodness, yeah. There was like a hitch, I think, for like a car, you know, like a hitch, like a trailer hitcher. Maybe it wasn't a hitch, but it was some kind of hook. With the right lever, you can pop any hood trunk. Pulls out crowbar. Shut up. Let's see. I'm hungry. What else? I think there was like some like automatic, what was it? It was like something that was like an automatic starter for a car or something. I don't know. I just threw it in the confusion box, the box of confusion. What else? I don't know. There was a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff. Like I said, it took me multiple sessions to like sit there and let me try to find a quieter fidget. We'll just play with the joystick. Respect the box of confusion. Right. It's just like it does take a lot. Yeah. Cause there's 5 of them. Not huge ones. Technically there's 6 because I didn't bother going through the one with the socket wrenches in it because I was like, I don't understand. I don't know what like the system for socket wrenches are. Like I know there's like ones that have like fractions on them and then ones that have actual like millimeters on them or measurements or something on them. And I'm like, I don't know exactly how that's supposed to go. And so I don't want to like, I'll look that up and figure it out at some point, and then I'll go back and go through it. And then there was just like a fuck ton of pliers, and I was like, pliers and grips and shit like that. And I'm like, I'm not dealing with these right now. You all can just live here. This is your house. Somehow bingo on my entire G solution is blank. How'd that happen? That's crazy. But yeah, so now our tool drawer is more useful because now it mostly just has like two hammers, a big one, a small one. It's got the screwdrivers. It's got a pair of vice grips thingies. Nice sort of tool drawer, feels good. Yeah, it's got like some bungee cords, rubber bands, some caulk. Because I'm like, oh yeah, I got to put the caulking gun away finally. Because that's just been, because like those are so awkward when there's like nothing in them. But even when because they're just like such a big, weird, awkward shape, and they're so light without anything in them. I was like, it's just been kind of like floating around. We have a bunch of construction stuff, not construction, but like paint and compound bullshit, and we don't really have a place to put it, so it's just kind of sitting under our kitchen table. Because it's like, well, it can't go in the basement because the basement gets too cold and it'll cause the paint to get fucked up, and also it's very humid down there because that's where our shower is, and so we don't want anything to rust. And then we can't put it in the garage because, again, the garage is also gets too cold in winter, and also it's not very well insulated, so it gets very moist during the cold and rainy times. And so it's like, okay, I could just sit in the kitchen, I guess. Guess I should head to work, Blurg. I'm sorry, Paula. I hope work goes quickly. Floating around, no kidding. That is like, shut up. So like finally it's like all in a place and it's like cool. Because I was like, at first I was like, oh, do I? Because I'm like, I sometimes, I was like, should I leave some of these like nails and screws and stuff upstairs? I sometimes use them. And then I'm like, yeah, but like once every like 6 months I'll need to pull them out. And it's like, it's really not, imperative. And like we have like bookshelves and stuff, how they have like, if you get like the cheapo like what do you call it, the like IKEA ones, not necessarily IKEA because we don't have any of that, but like the cheapo ones that have like a bunch of drill holes. Maybe the regular ones have these too, actually, I don't know. Have the bunch of holes, and then you put that little like metal piece in, and then you set the shelf onto the little metal pieces. Well, Ma needed he needed like two for one of her shelves on her bookshelf, and you can't buy two. Like you can, but they'll charge you like too much money. So she bought a bag of assorted ones, and so we have like 70 different ones, not different ones, 70 of them of varying ones, and like twice now we've needed to use them. And it's just like, okay, if anyone ever needs one or two of those little nubby things you put into the thing, let us know. We've got it. Actually, I do want to add an extra shelf to my bookshelf at some point, but that's neither here nor there. Naturally, immediately after I mentioned the G column empty, I get my first G. There you go. You got it. But yeah, so like those were sitting in our tool drawer forever, and I was just like, I don't really know where to put these, and it's like, okay, they can go into the big hardware one. Yes. I'm glad we were listening to ABBA today. I love ABBA. But yeah, so I just like sat in the kitchen floor. That's where it's just like one of the biggest empty spaces we have. I started recently and made a never keep this again box. Yeah. As in keeping it now, won't next time. Yeah. I get that. And then yeah. And then I got to throw away a bunch of stuff. Oh my God, I love throwing away things. When you have to sort shit and then it's like you get to make the throwaway pile. Oh my God, it's so cathartic because it's like you don't get to take up space in my home anymore. Throwing shit away is about, it's so good. It's just like, oh, it's just like, oh my God, all this stuff is taking up so much space in my home. And then it's just like, not anymore. Now you're taking up space in my garbage can. I think for me, it's like a neurodiversity joy. Yeah, honestly. It's just, it's so nice because it's like now this, it's like, it's also not taking up space in my home, but also not taking up space in my fucking brain. Because it's like, I don't need to think about you anymore. I don't need to think about where I gotta move you. I don't gotta go, oh, I want to go get the thing, but other thing is in the way. Other thing is gone. Other thing is in the trash. It's so good. It's so good. So yeah, I got to do that, and that was like, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And then you take the trash to the curb, and you're like, oh, goodbye. Freaking the garbage. One of my neighbors' recycling can. It was so windy. Their recycling can must have gotten knocked over because there was a bunch of recycling all over my lawn and my neighbor's lawn and the empty lawn where the house used to be, but then they tore it down. And I was like, oh. And so I went around and picked it up. And then I was like, I need some instant karma. Somebody give me $500. But yeah, because we have a garbage picker upper, a little grabby. And so I was just like, oh, ew. And then I was like, wow, I should pick this up. And then there was like a big cardboard box that had gotten like shredded. So it was just like in pieces on my neighbor's lawn. And I was like, I'll get it. Because he thought someone broke into our house once and checked on us, and that was nice of him. So I will do an equal kindness and take this cardboard box off his lawn. An equal and totally equivalent exchange. Bless him. Bless him. Fucking oh. Wait, no, I'm mad now. I just realized we used to have a staple gun and it's been missing for like a decade. And I thought maybe it was going to be in the toolboxes, but now I'm realizing it's not. Wait, maybe it's in the other toolbox. Okay, after stream, I'm going to go through that other toolbox and see if the staple gun's in there. Because I need that staple gun, damn it. I've been looking for that shit for years. Oh my goodness. All right, we are about to end. Oopsies, I didn't mean to open Firefox, but okay. Yeah, let me get rid of the ghosts. And we're gonna go in here. Okay, I just prepped myself for this conversation yesterday. Oh no, what happened? Oh, that is what toolbox is for. The shit you don't know where it's at. Yeah, exactly. So you're saying you're attached to the staple gun? I wish I was attached to the staple gun. I wish I could friggin' find it. It might be in there. Because it was silver. I think most staple guns probably are. Because then it's in the toolbox. Exactly. It's silver and everything else in there was silver. And I just like didn't bother. Like I lifted the tray part again because I was like, what's all in there? And then I saw like a billion a billion pliers and vices and things. And I was just like, not today. You're in the toolbox and your tools. You get to stay today. But yeah, there might be the staple gun. Ah, what if it's not? If it is, I'll let you. I like want to check right now, but I need to eat. I desperately need to eat. My tummy is growling. I don't know if I ever said how much I enjoy your mouth. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, who is live? Oh, many people. Oh, because I'm on later. That's right. Why? That's right. That's rye bread. Many. Let me see. Blue since the day we parted. Wah. Let's go see Cameron. They're playing Minecraft. We're gonna go see my fellow JK. I forgot that I put the cat keyboard there. The song always makes me think of Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. Yes! Oh my god, we watched that over Pride Month. Not the whole month. We watched it 1 minute at a time. We watched that as our movie night for Pride Month. By the way, we are doing movie night on Thursday. And it was so good. It was my first time ever singing. I was like, oh, I almost just wrote right in the wrong chat. But yeah, it was so good. I loved it. Are you trying to do ads? No, okay. Discord. Yeah, you can join our Discord. If you do exclamation board, I'm so tired. Discord. There you go. Queen of the episode. Yeah. But yeah, I was so good. Did I say Queen of the Damned? I meant Queen of the Desert. But yeah, we watched it. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, we're gonna go Ray Cameron. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. They are playing Minecraft. And we will be back Tuesday, right? Because it's Sunday. I know what day it is. We'll be back Tuesday. I don't know what we might be working on more of these, but I might do them off stream because these are actually more brain thinky than I thought. We might play more of that zoo game. We'll see. Build a zoo. Because that was fun. And we'll, make the animals happy and not accidentally kill a zookeeper like I did the last time. Anyway, I love you guys. And I hope you have fun today. I did. Like I said, Tuesday, probably play the zoo game. Oh, my game is lagging really bad. But yeah, I love you and I'll see you next time. Until then, goodbye.